Right guys, today I'm here with Gregg Appleton. Hello sir, how are you?
I'm alright mate, how are you?
Give me an elbow.
Well, yeah, no fist bumps, no touching.
Is this 2 metres?
Works for me.
It's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Good for me. Right, audio's 1 2, that's good. Right, so today I am here with Gregg and we're going to be talking about pretty much anything we want to talk about. Gregg's really well known as a K1 / Thai fighter. Would you prefer to be known as a K1 fighter or K?
No, I've done K1, but Muay Thai.
Muay Thai fighter. There you go. Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah.
He's been all around Thailand fighting. You've had loads of fights. We'll talk about that in a bit. You train really heavily in Hastings. You're quite well known in Hastings.
Born and raised.
Yeah, you've got a good following. Yeah, same as that. Like you carry so much weight in the fighting world in our town. So I wanted to get you on, have a chat, chew the fat, and just go through bits and pieces.
Yeah, right.
So looking forward to it. No hold barred in this one. So let's start with again. How long have we known each other?
That's exactly what. As soon as you said about doing this, I was like, how long have we known each other? Yeah, and I was trying to go back the first time we met, or the first time I met you and Jenny.
Yeah.
First time at the gym. It was when Darren still owned Pink's.
Yeah.
Gym back then. I mean, so you know before I do, but I remember seeing me and Phil Pinkney was where he was my instructor. Where I trained under him, Tony Jackson and Phil Pinkney, and John Wilson, the Samurai, and all that sort of thing.
I mean, that's back in easy '95.
Yeah, that was. I was doing. Well, start off, I did karate. Started when I was 6. Okay, so I started karate when I was 6.
How old are you
my
now?
Dad. I'm now 39.
Same as me.
Big
Good
4-0 this year, mate.
Yeah, when are you 40?
Halloween.
Ooh.
You?
July 5th.
Oh, he's just got it. Good.
So I'm older.
A little bit younger, eh?
Wrinklier.
Yeah, the wrinkles show it. Right, so yeah, so my dad's always been into his fitness, into his running, into his karate, Kyokushin.
Yeah.
He got me into it when I was 6.
Yeah.
So I went through it till then, did that for 13 years, 12, 13 years.
Nice. And how high did you get?
Got to black. Yeah, first dan.
Yeah.
With training under like Steve Arneal and Mark O'Brien and all that sort of thing, good fighters.
Yeah.
Then it got a little bit stagnant, I got a little bit bored, too much teaching, just wasn't where I wanted to go. I wanted to fight. I love the pad work, I love the bag work, I love the fighting.
To get involved, the dirty.
Exactly. You know what it means.
Yeah.
Get on it. And I was like, I never even put a pair of boxing gloves on until I was 18.
Oh wow, quite late.
Yeah, because I was literally
late,
like karate, you know, little pads and mitts and Crystal Palace, Wales, stop start, Wuko, clicker, all that sort of thing. Did some knockdown at Crystal Palace, then loved that. So had about 6 months break of not doing anything. And then my mate of a mate, he said, there's a Muay Thai class in Hastings. I was like, I'd heard of Muay Thai, not really know much about it. I knew it was from Thailand, I knew it was pretty brutal, and I know there was elbows and knees, and that's literally all I knew.
You were sold.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I knew they wore shorts, and it came from Thailand. Literally all I knew. And I was like, okay, so I researched a bit. Back then, not much internet, you're talking 97, 1997,
so 17, 18 years old,
no real internet, nothing. I just go on Google and find everything. That didn't exist. So it was magazines. Went straight to the bookstore, looked at the magazines.
I have to read Adelaide
Exactly, which way round it goes first. Found a little bit about Muay Thai. I was like, love it. Let's give it a go. Went for the first training session with my mate. Just rocked up in a tracksuit, and that was it. Fell in love with it instantly. Under Phil Pinkney. Yeah. And was that when it was at Pink's? No, that was when it was at, I think it's called the 1066. It's up just outside Orr as you go.
Oh, okay, in the hall.
Yes, the hall just dropped down.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's like, but it's got knocked down and rebuilt now, but it was a real old building. Yeah, we were there for, I don't know, maybe 6 months, maybe a year. We trained at a few different places around Hastings. Yeah. Then we were up top of Battle Road, near where your old place was. Yeah. Up that real tight.
Joe Barthel's place?
Yes, that's it. Yeah. There. We were there for 6 months, maybe a year, I can't quite remember. And then he was looking at getting an established venue, which was Pink's. And I think Jenny was doing a women's only kickboxing. Yeah. So me and Phil went down to check it out, and Jenny was there. I think that's the first time I ever met Jenny. I think I must have met you around the same sort of time, so maybe 98, 99, maybe 2000.
Yeah, I'd say 99, I reckon.
Yeah? Yeah. Again, it's all fluffy. That
a few years ago.
A long time ago, 21 years ago.
Yeah. Keep talking, I'm just going to see how loud that's getting.
Yeah, cool. Oh, that.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably the first time, so maybe 20 years we've probably known each other.
Yeah.
It's always been Hastings based. I knew of your kickboxing, Obviously John Wilson was doing his kickboxing, Phil was doing his Thai boxing, and I just stayed with the Thai. And that was it. I started fighting quite regularly under Phil up at Rochester Casino Rooms.
Yeah.
Did some in Brighton, Ashford.
And did you go straight into the Thai?
Yeah, pretty much. It was all sort of semi-contact to start off with. Obviously, it's like stepping stones.
Yeah.
Nothing like Thailand. Literally, you're this big and you're doing elbows. It's
Kicking palm
it is nuts. So different. But yeah, so stepping stones, fighting quite regularly, semi-contact, like say Tenterden, Ashford, Brighton.
Yeah.
Like, scattered around different places. And then moved on to full contact, working at casino rooms, fighting pretty much every 12 weeks, roughly 12, 16 weeks. Did that for quite a few years, like regular fights.
Yeah.
Then I started going backwards and forwards to Thailand, doing some training.
So how old was you when you started going to Thailand?
Quite late on actually, mate. It was one of those things where it'd always get planned. It'd always be, yeah, we're going to Thailand this year.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. Then it's like, we'll definitely do it next year, and then it didn't happen.
Life would get in the way. Or...
Always, mate. It was a Monday thing. It was college. It was work. It was whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, then it was gym holidays. So we were going to try and get a load of us from the gym together to go out to Thailand. People would put out. People would say, yeah,
next year, 100%.
Definitely do it. But take my deposit.
Was it that year?
Yeah. Oh, you meant this life, right? I thought the afterlife.
Yeah.
So that it just never happened. So it's always been on my bucket list, to either live out there or at least fight out there. Yeah. People like Luke Reed was doing really well. He was backwards and forwards to Thailand. He was my sparring partner, training partner for years.
Yeah.
Really lost so many different names, but
so little man, he's physically little.
Yeah.
He's heart of a lion.
Yeah.
Like,
without a doubt.
What a monster.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Without a doubt. So it was always a dream, a physical fitness type dream to move to Thailand and train. So I think that I honestly can't remember the first time I went out there, but it was for training. So I'd be out there, sort out with Six Sompion Muay Thai in Phuket.
Yeah.
Bangkok, and then down in Phuket, and yeah, it went from there really. And then I was doing it maybe five times now, every year.
Every year, yeah. So what was it like your first time? I mean, I'll put my hand up. I've never been.
Okay.
I'd love to go. Of course, I'd love to go, but work, life, business.
Of course.
Yes, there are excuses, but
But they're realistic excuses. They're not just like, I can't be bothered. It's like I've got a lot of stuff on.
Yeah,
it's like
getting a week off the gym's hard enough. Let alone, if I go to Thailand, I don't want to go there for 5 days.
No.
I want to go there for 2 months.
Yeah.
But I've had like a couple of weeks off in a year, so to try and get a month or a couple of months off.
Yeah, it is difficult. The logistics of it is hard, mate.
So what was it like? Sort of going out there,
incredible,
with your kick bag and you're like,
incredible. Yeah, the first time, I'll tell you, the first time I went out there. I was like a kid in a sweet shop. Honestly, I was so excited. It sounds really sad, but it's like it's horses for courses. Everyone's got their thing. Some people love their golf, other people love their football, whatever. For me, it's Muay Thai, and you can't beat it going to Thailand. It's the place to do it. It's their national sport. It's where it was invented.
Yeah,
they're crazy.
They do it.
They do it. They are the best. It's amazing. So yeah, I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Class started at 7 a.m. so this was Sitsompyeong, was my first time training down in Phuket. It was 7 a.m. till 9:30 a.m. so at least 2 hour sessions, sometimes 2.5.
Yeah.
Fighters go running before that. I just turned up with my kit bag.
So are these set sessions? So like obviously like in Hastings.
Yeah.
You'll go to gym and you've got like beginners 6 till 7, advanced 8 till 9 or whatever.
Yeah.
So do they have set sessions?
Set sessions. Every Muay Thai gym will have the morning session and an afternoon or evening session, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Sunday is the only day off. All the gyms have shut.
Have a day off.
Have a day off. I know, it's crazy.
I'm going to go to
Yeah, Sunday is the day of rest.
Yeah.
The day you have to rest and recover. Ice baths, massages, chill, ready for the Monday morning onslaught of 6 days straight. It is brutal, mate. Absolutely brutal. I can't say how hard some of these guys train. The amount of running they're doing is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
In the heat and the humidity as well.
You don't understand that. Honestly, people that have been and have trained in it, it's like breathing in lava. It's like working out in a steam room. It sounds, that's like, of course it's not. It is, trust me. It's the humidity, 100% humidity. You're looking at like 30 degrees at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's nothing like here in England. If you have a hot day, it's not the same. Exactly, like we want to be in it the whole time. The times that when you're out there, you want to be in the shade. You need your ice baths, you need your ice dunks, between rounds. So Yeah, so most gyms will either be 7 a.m. till 9 or it'll be 8 a.m. till 10.
Yeah.
That's the majority, and then the afternoon sessions will either be 3 till 5 or 4 till 6. Some are a little bit later, which makes more sense. It gets a bit cooler. So 5 till 7. But they're always 2-hour sessions.
Yeah.
I have been to some gyms that are 2.5, 3-hour sessions. Bit long, to be honest with you. Working out in that heat for 3 hours. You've got to get your electrolytes, you've got to have so much water, you know, your dextrose, you've got to have some sort of energy to get through that.
I remember seeing like some of your videos or photos, and I mean, I sweat a lot, but I mean, you are.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, it's insane.
Utterly. Every session, you know, I take my shorts off afterwards, and you just literally wring them out. Yeah. It's not like anything you've done.
Rehydrate.
Totally. I did do. Was it my wraps or my shorts? I got a couple of videos on my Instagram. I think it was my wraps. You take them off, and then I was just pouring them over my head.
I need it.
You know, but yeah, you need to get it in. I think Bangkok, PK Sanchai gym in Bangkok was the hardest training I've ever done. That is a gym full of absolute killers. Like, you don't mess with them. The loveliest, nicest Thai guys you can meet. All huge smiles, and they welcome you into the gym, and they're watching you, and they give you the odd nod and the odd whine and that sort of thing. And these are like top Lumpini fighters. Like. Wow. The problem is with Muay Thai, it's not recognised how it should be. You've got your K1, you've got masses like the boxing and UFC, they are superstars. You know. Muay Thai, these fighters are just unknown. No one knows them. No one's ever heard of them. You get the top level, A-class, world level fighters fighting at Lumpini and Rajadamnern Stadium. No one's heard of them. You know, no one has.
I'll tell you how it feels. Footballers, superstars, not taking anything away from them. Rugby players, now they are men.
Yeah.
And they get
very different, right?
And they get 10% of what the footballers are getting.
Very different.
And again, I'm not taking anything away from footballers.
Yeah. I will.
But well, actually, let's go
I'll do that all day long, mate. But footballers.
Yeah, like, you know, they get, you know, within about 5 foot of each other, and then they fall over.
No, I can't watch football, honestly. Sorry to all you football lovers.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I cannot watch it.
And then the rugby players, I mean, they take each other out.
Yeah.
Man sport. And then
well, they pretend they're not injured, right? So, I'm fine, and their folks are hanging off.
I've got.
Oh, they're shot. Everything they've done, they've been shot.
Exactly. And I kind of feel that, like, Thai boxing's kind of the same.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the Thai mentality is very different. It's hard. It's very hard. You know, there's kind of an unwritten rule. You'll never be praised, especially if you're a Thai working in a Thai gym with Thai trainers. You'll never get praised. You'll never be told well done, or that's good, or you're doing it right, or fantastic, or they will never give you any praise. They'll only ever tell you what you're doing wrong. So the only thing if you get a nod from a Thai trainer, that is it. You've done it. You have made it. You are literally just hang your shorts up, your gloves, you're done. You're finished.
Really?
You've made it. Like,
check it out.
Literally just a nod. That's all you'll get. And that is the biggest problem. You know, I've spoke to Thais, spoke to fighters, spoke to trainers. You know, and I've done quite a lot of reading and background on it, and that seems to be the consensus across the board. They will never praise you. Obviously, you go to some more commercial gyms, and gyms with a lot of foreigners coming in now. They want to be praised. We work differently to Asia. Asia's got a very different culture.
We need to thank you for everything we do.
Exactly, everything we do is like, you're great, you're doing brilliant. Well done, they ruffle you up and fluff you up a little bit.
Yeah, you lost, you died, well done.
He did, but well done. You know,
best he's ever done.
But I think there's a fine line between both. I've always been the carrot or the stick.
Yeah.
I've always been the stick. Always. It's nice to get a carrot, of course it is, but that's just karate. Kyokushin karate did a lot of discipline. They were very heavy discipline levels. My dad was quite strict with me as a kid. He was Kyokushin karate based, so it was that side. And it's just what you've been brought up with, I guess.
It's what you know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if you've been fluffed up and you've been praised for everything you do, you kind of do things to get that praise. Whereas if you get beaten for doing it wrong, you don't want to do it wrong. You know, you don't want to get praised, you just don't want to get beaten.
Yeah. Well, we completely off target, but we last year, every year we have a HK awards ceremony. And not last year before. Obviously, we give out about 20 awards. We've got about 200 members roughly, but we give out 20, maybe 30, depending on kind of how we've been going that year. And I actually had 2 parents complain because their child didn't win an award.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm really sorry, but and they're like, they've tried really hard. And I'm not saying that they didn't,
of course,
but they wasn't fighter of the year. They didn't train the most. They didn't get the highest grading. Like, if I give an award to everyone, first of all, and they're like, yeah, but at football, they all got a medal.
Yeah. You're talking to the choir. You're preaching to the choir,
Yeah.
mate. I can't give awards or anything, any praise or awards or trophies or whatever for just taking part.
Yeah.
What does that teach you in life? It doesn't. You won't get that in life. It's the best person for the job. You know, it's the best person in class, in schools, in unis. That's how life works. You don't just turn up and get praise and like, where's my trophy? I turned up. It's like, no, you're not the best.
No,
You're
and you're not getting the job.
Exactly that. That's how it sort of gets that mindset in you now of sports days at school. It's totally different to us when we were cool. It's first, second, and third.
And mum and dad were having fights because they're someone winning. It's the taking part.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's good for taking part. Of course it is. You're doing better than the person that's not taking part, but you're not doing better than the person that's won.
Exactly.
Second, it's a silly saying, but second is first loser. That's how I look at it. You know, you're good, of course you are, but you're not that good. Exactly. And I think that's what you've got to strive for in life. Maybe I'm being too harsh, maybe I'm being too critical, but I think you've got to strive to be the best. There's always someone better than you. Don't think there isn't.
You're not going to win every fight.
You're never going to win every fight. And if you do, you're not fighting the right people.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
you know, top again. Training with these guys in Thailand, all different levels. You know, from people from America and Canada and all A class, sponsored top level fighters. They haven't won all their fights. Of course they haven't. Sometimes they've been on lose on points. Other times they've been knocked out.
Yeah.
It's how it happens. But you get back in the gym, you grind, you get back out.
But that's how you learn. You don't learn from your wins, really.
Not really.
Yeah, you learn from your losses.
And exactly that. What we say. There's another saying in the in the fight world. You either win or you learn.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if you lose, yeah. Some of the best fights I've ever had, I've lost.
Yeah.
You know, lost on points, and you think, oh, I'm sure I won that. I'm positive I did. You know,
Yeah.
but it was the best fight I've
Just
ever
didn't
had.
go your way.
Exactly, it didn't go your way for whatever reason. But yes, winning's great. Of course it is. You get in there to win. We don't get in there to lose. We don't get in there to learn.
Yeah, the 8 weeks of training.
Exactly. The
Oh, that's a good learning.
Exactly. I love that learning session. We're going to do that again. Your face hanging off. You get in there to win. It is a strange sport. It's a strange, just punching another human being when you actually sort of strip it all back, take out what you're doing, K1, MMA, Muay Thai, whatever it is, kickboxing, strip all that away, and you're just like two guys, two women get together, and you have to punch and kick each other.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's a bit odd, you know. But there's something. It's horses for courses, whatever lights your fire, you know.
Oh, but like at the moment we're just hopefully coming out the other side of Corona. Like, I just miss hitting my friends.
Yeah. I always put little memes up, you know, when you haven't kicked someone for a couple of weeks. You know?
Yeah. Just need to hit someone.
I just want to punch a friend. That's all I want to do. Please come round and I'll punch you. Yeah, absolutely.
Just let that. Excuse the background noise, people. The neighbours decided to get the dog out, which is cool. We're just sitting there going, no problem.
We're sorting that out if they carry on.
But it's not too loud, so we're not doing too bad. So tell me about your fights. How many have you had in Thailand? Let's talk about the hard ones.
Well, Thailand, it was the last trip was I moved out. Actually, I only got around to doing 2 fights.
Okay.
In the time I was there.
Yeah.
It worked out actually had about 7 or 8
Collectively.
planned.
Yeah.
Some I even turned up to at the stadium, about to get wrapped.
Yeah.
Fighter pulls out.
I think that's the one that I've read. And he was like, I remember you saying I'm gutted.
Oh, I was. There's so many different mixed emotions because anyone that's fought, anyone at a top level sport in anything, when you've got people watching, it's totally different. When you put a lot of time and effort into something, it's different. You've got all your family and friends watching. You've had people paying to come and watch you fight. You know, you don't want to let them down. You don't let yourself down. Exactly. I've flown the other side of the world to do this sort of thing. And over here, it seems to be there's a lot more, putting on your fight shows, how much organisation goes into it and how.
They're more stressful than a wedding.
Yeah.
I'd rather plan another wedding than a fight show.
Awesome. But I can imagine, I've never done it myself, but I know, I've seen the backstage stuff, I've seen behind the lines and how much time and people running around going crazy and getting everything done. There's a lot of logistics to it and a lot of stress.
So if you want it to work well.
Absolutely, you could have something that's really, professional.
Yeah.
Thailand's a little bit different, it's a little bit more relaxed, the way everything works, everything's still done. The top shows, don't get me wrong, they're at a fantastic level, but all the stadiums that are scattered around various parts in Thailand, they're sort of rock up, you get oiled up, you get massaged up, you put on gloves that you can just about call gloves. I'm talking like 6-8 ounce gloves. No padding in them, they strip all the padding out.
Really?
Yeah, so basically you're just wearing a piece of leather over your hands. You know, the wrapping
Proper
is
kickboxer
amazing.
style, just missing the glass.
Mate, honestly, if you go and watch the film Kickboxer, guys, it's pretty spot on. I tell you, all you got to do is have some hot shots and dip them in Smarties, chocolate, and you're ready.
Oh, I might get into it then.
Yeah, I need to do a favour. So, where's the Smarties? I've watched the film. Where is it? It's very different, but it's one of those things because you can fight in Thailand every night of the week. You can fight literally every night. It's one of those things where you put a lot of time into a fight, then you turn up, it might happen, it might not.
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't, they'll literally try and find you someone on the night to fight.
Really? They'll just go,
what about him? You're like, he's 107 kilos. What are you talking about? No, this one, he's 20 kilos. Well, it's like, find someone my sort of, try and find my sort of level and weight. That'd be great.
Is it quite fair? I mean, do they see like us Westerners, or do they go?
It's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag, and I don't know if you guys know how it works out there. There's a lot of betting that goes on with the fights.
Yeah, so they were even like purposely lose rounds, weren't they?
Yeah,
To not throw the bet in, but
no, but with
the
even the top level, I mean, it's absolutely incredible. If you get a chance, even if you're not into fighting, but go to, if you're in Bangkok and you can go to Lumpini, it is unbelievable. It's like a Roman Colosseum with the noise and the atmosphere.
How many people go roughly? Like,
I'd get the numbers wrong if I said, but there's a lot.
Yeah.
Packed house. Oh, absolutely packed and huge. It's a big stadium, like a big auditorium type thing, and you've got walls of ties.
So a good few thousand.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. It's huge.
Okay,
it's not your little tiny stadium and tucked in away in a jungle.
Yeah.
It's the biggest well-known stadium in Bangkok.
Fantastic.
And the noise you get, imagine the chanting and the screaming and shouting. It's unreal. Puts the goosebumps on the back of your neck. Just walking in.
I feel like I'm there now.
Oh mate, it is unbelievable. And just watching these guys do their thing. It's crazy. But it's just a very different thing. Like sometimes it's professionally run. It's all well done. It's all it's done to a decent level, and they do get the fights on quick. There's no waiting around, and it's literally one fight finishes, they're stretching one guy out the ring, or they're walking out, and
if you're punching in like say just literally like 6 ounce gloves,
it's crazy.
Bare shin.
That's not me exaggerating. You can go up to it's quite open. You can walk around, and they've got all the gloves lined up, and they'll literally just find you a pair of gloves and you put them on. And the first time I put a pair of gloves on, if you don't do any of this, there's no prepping until you literally at the stadium. You're getting it done. You can't preempt any of this. You don't know what it's going to look like. You don't know how your hands are going to get wrapped. Hand wrapping's another thing that's to do about. It's amazing. Completely illegal wrapping.
Really?
Unbelievable. It's like, imagine they had their rope and all that sort of thing and putting things in.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it is.
Really?
They tape your hands.
Yeah.
They'll tape it. Then they'll wrap it. Then they'll tape it. Then they'll make strips of tape and they'll roll them into complete thin rope.
Yeah.
All between your fingers, all across the knuckles. So basically completely bound up. Then they'll tape that again. Then they'll wrap it again. And your hands are literally like they've been dipped in plaster cast. They are solid, absolutely solid. And you've got the rope, it's rolled tape, but it comes out like rope.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get
all
into
across
that.
the knuckles, all in between the knuckles, all underneath the hand, everything that we're not allowed to do here in England. When they started wrapping my hands, I was like, this is amazing. It's like
I'd be going, this is a mate, but fuck, they're doing that to him.
That's exactly it. You're looking over and he's getting done up as well. You're just like, okay. And then they give you the wraps. So they wrap you up, then they give you the gloves, and you put them on, and you're just like, really? These? Yeah. It's like, this is what we're fighting in? Or like, wow, they're looking for the knockouts. They're looking for the knockouts.
Yeah, nice.
And the Thai oil, anyone that's used that Thai oil, everyone knows me at the gym, I'm always using that Thai oil.
Love the smell.
Everyone knows that smell. Everyone's like, oh, Gregg's there, that smell again. They absolutely bath you in it. You'll have, how many people you've got from the gym, your trainers, maybe 3, 4, 5 sometimes will come with you. Yeah. They'll just dash it in, they'll have little bottles of it, lay there on the bed on a wooden board. That's all it is, a wooden board. It's nothing fancy there at all. It's like a hard wooden board you're laying on, and they just cover you absolutely from head to toe in this stuff, and they all give you a deep tissue massage as you're doing it. So you're on fire. Before you're about to go out, you're on fire. Another thing before you go out, no pad work.
Really? You got cold?
Yeah, before fighting, well, you don't go out cold. Yeah, I know what you mean, but it's definitely not cold. Yeah. Shadow boxing. That's it.
Really?
Yeah. No Thai fighter or any person fighting in Thailand pre-fight will ever do pads.
Really?
It's just a thing. If obviously you want to do pads, you can do pads. Right. But it seems to be their tradition and the way they do it. No one ever does. And to be honest with you, it's got pros and cons to both. You don't get that adrenaline dump As soon as you start hitting pads, your adrenaline just goes crazy.
Yeah.
You're not wasting any energy because you need your energy.
Yeah.
You're not wasting any strength and power because you've already hit the pads. You know, I've seen guys. I've been to some good shows over here in England, top level shows.
Yeah.
And there's guys doing pads for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. 45 minutes.
Yeah.
James Creaser, obviously, I should have mentioned him before.
Yeah.
Another great brother of mine. Great instructor.
Yeah.
You know, been doing it for years. Taught under Tony Jackson.
Yeah, from the same cloth.
We went to school together, so James always says we're a page out the same book, or we're cast out the same stone. You know, we've got our same mentality and training ethos, and we always have done.
Yeah.
So I've known James since I was 11, I think, and been through school and him and training together. And obviously Double K, we were teaching together.
Yeah.
He was. I've gone off on a tangent. I forgot my point now. I forgot what I was going to say.
Creaser warming up for 45 minutes on.
Yes, sorry, that was it. Thank you. Yeah, we went to a couple of shows doing corners for Jamie McGregor and Marlon and a few other fighters, Zach and that. And there would be people on the pads, and we'd be watching a few fights. And you still hear them in the background. It sort of comes background noise. You forget they're going. You look around and like, he's still on the pads. Yeah,
he's like,
he's still going. And he's like sweating like mad. He's done like literally half hour, 45 minutes on the pads. And I'm like, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. You know how hard it is, pad work. You know, plus when you have nervous you are before a fight.
The adrenaline, that's
everything.
For me, that's the biggest thing that people don't understand. So fighters, they'll go, well, I'm fit. I can run, you know, 6-minute miles, and I can do 15 rounds on the bags fairly comfortably.
No, that's lovely, mate. That means nothing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely nothing.
Have you fought yet? And this one of the reasons at HKA, like my guys will certainly more adults. They'll go, I want to go full contact. You have the light con first. I'm not interested in light con. I don't care.
Stepping stones, mate. Yeah.
I want you to understand stepping through them ropes, punching someone you've never met, and having, whether it be 50 people or 500 people.
Just fighting in front of
just
two people, just someone watching you, scrutinising everything you're doing. You know,
even
eyes
3
on
1-minute rounds.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, they've only been going a minute, what's wrong with them? You go and do it.
Like, let's pick you up and put you in there.
You try it.
You give it a go.
Oh, you've never tried it? I wonder why. Yeah. Like, so, it's for not like, again, if you think of a 100-metre sprinter, like they sprint for what, 8-9 seconds?
Yep.
And they're done.
Yep.
You do that for a
100%,
minute.
yeah.
That adrenaline of trying to kill them. Yeah. They're trying to kill you.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, well, so was it Tyson? You know, everyone's got a game plan to get punched in the face. Yeah, absolutely. It's the truest thing ever I've ever heard. You know, you're just like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I've got these combos, and I know this was little beautiful, and then boom, you're like, it's all going out the window.
Yeah. And you're like,
I'm getting hit now, this really hurts.
That never happened in the gym.
No, this bag didn't hit me back, like when I was hitting it for 15 rounds.
Yeah.
Totally different game plan, you know, it's, people don't understand it. You can't until you've done it and experienced it. Just fighting in front of someone.
That's another world.
Or a crowd. Your anxiety and your nerves shoot through the roof.
Oh, yeah, horrendous.
Which is something I'm sure we could talk about for hours. Is about fighter anxiety and fighter pre-nerves and the stresses that come with it. People don't see it. You know, there's that great picture of the iceberg in there, and everyone just sees the little tiny top piece of walking out and doing all this. They haven't seen everything that goes with it.
The 8 weeks of training, the lack of sleep, the diet, missing out on family weekends. You go to barbecue and all you can eat is like,
take that away. Yeah, take that away. I can't have any of that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm stripping. I'm cutting.
And they're like, oh, you've been boring off.
No,
you're not getting in the ring.
No, exactly. Yeah,
and fighting that monster. In
someone's going to try and knock me out in 6 weeks. Yeah, that's it. And I've got to try and knock him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. Obviously, I'm straight edge. I've drunk drugs, anything since I was 17. Yeah, that's happening. Last time I had a drink, I was 17.
Stay in school, kids.
Exactly. Don't do drugs. End of cast.
Done.
Winning.
We could have saved 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was pre-chat. One line summed up. But no, that's something we could talk about for ages. That's just my thing. That's my bag. I know people love to have their blowouts. They train hard. Yeah. And then once they finished all their fights, their camps, their wins, their losses, whatever, they'll be back on it, you know. And it's like, for me, that's just, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't sit in my head. It's not my thing. Drinking has never bothered me. It's never interested me. I've done it. I've tried it. I've been drunk. But I was 17 the last time I did it. I was like, it doesn't really bother me. Like, I was drunk. Like, don't really enjoy drinking. So
I'll tell you what frustrates me. I mean, it kind of probably puts a target on my head a little bit. But like, obviously at the moment, people are struggling at home.
Yeah.
And then I'm seeing posts going, is it alright to drink wine at 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Or is it alright to drink a bottle a night? Or, I'm going to, like, so many people drinking every night. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I probably drink 3 times a year.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Christmas after fight night because I need it. I've had 4 months of so I need a drink after fight night. But that's about it. If I go to a family barbecue, like I'm really happy to have a pint of orange juice with ice.
Yeah.
And they're like, "You sure? Do you want to smoke on that? Orange juice is cool."
It's a good. It's again horses for courses, or wherever works. You know, it's like unless you're depriving yourself of something you actually really love or need, then just do it a little bit in moderation, and it gives you that fix.
Exactly.
But I've been since I've done. Obviously, did the Thailand trip, and then I did 6 months of backpacking all around Asia.
And I want to talk about that, so we'll just go straight into that. So,
okay.
I mean, Thailand is a beautiful place.
Stunning.
And I can only say that because I've looked it on Google.
Because Google was giving me brilliant
images. It looks wicked on my laptop. Again, a lot of people probably don't know. My dad, I've got a stepmom who's from Thailand. Ironically, they've just moved back to the UK again.
Okay.
Because my dad's quite ill, so he needs the NHS. Different story. But anyway, obviously I see all her photos and her story and her life, and obviously I get to see your photos, and I'm like that. Fuck mate, that just looks stunning.
It is, mate. Obviously,
Tell me about it.
Obviously, you can cherry pick and you can sugarcoat and you can make things look, like Instagram and Facebook, especially Instagram's the worst.
Is it like the pyramids?
Exactly.
Dead bodies.
Exactly. Yeah. and it can be like that with your cropping, with your editing, with your filters, with your wanky poses that a lot of people are doing. I like to take the piss out of them. It's great.
Yeah.
But you can cherry pick, of course you can, but these places still exist. Like the Philippines is a prime example. You think of the Philippines, or you mention the Philippines, all you think of straight away is palm trees, white beaches, crystal clear waters. That's all you think of. And it has got that, don't get me wrong, it has got some beautiful beaches, but it's in the middle of absolute dumps. You wouldn't believe, one, the poverty, but two, just the way of life, the infrastructures they've got in their cities just don't equate for the amount of people they've got living there.
Really?
It's crazy. Like Manila, everyone says, there's a few people that I was out in Thailand with, and they've been training, and they've done travelling before, they've done it, they're going to do it after, and they said, Philippines is beautiful, we've all done this, but don't go to the cities, don't go to any city, and especially Manila, stay the hell away from Manila. And I was like, really, is it that bad? They're like, it's disgusting. And I was like, I've got to see it. And one,
now I've got to go.
No, definitely got to go. 3 weeks Manila, done. And everyone said, I was speaking to other Asians that, through Vietnam, Cambodia, and they'd known of the Philippines, or there was actually Philippine people living in different places. And I spoke to them, and they said like, oh, Manila, no good.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, okay. Spoke to different people that travelled, and they said we planned to do a week in Manila. We lasted 1 day.
Really?
And then we were out. And it's when you get there, we got into the airport. Manila's the capital of Philippines, in case everyone knows.
Yeah.
So most places fly into Manila, then you'll either fly straight out or catch a boat or do whatever and get out there.
Get out.
Anyway, I think I've booked 3 nights, maybe 4 nights in Manila, because I don't care where I am. I've done all the Thailand thing. I was loving it. I've been all through Laos, done a whole of Vietnam, all of Cambodia. Flew to Philippines, and then from there I was flying back to the UK. So by this point I'd done a lot of Asia. I'd slummed it. We'd stayed at some nice places, some terrible places. We'd seen a lot, done a lot, ate a lot, shit a lot. So basically, I'm Philippines now. It's like Manila can't be that bad. It's like I've seen a lot.
From Hastings.
Exactly. You seen Hastings Beach? Exactly. It was pretty horrendous. Got into the airport. Nice modern airport. Great. Got a taxi. Took ages to get a taxi. Just so overpopulated. So busy. Took us 2.5 hours to do 9 miles.
Wow.
In the traffic, and that's like it every day.
Really?
And I was like, is this trying to speak to the taxi driver. The English wasn't great. I speak absolutely no.
So you did typical English, put on an accent, but you're still talking English.
And talk really loud. If you shout and slowly, they always understand you.
Do you not understand?
What's the matter with him? No, he was actually all right, and I managed to have a decent conversation with him. But he was like, "No, this is normal. This is every day." I was like,
"You better walk in."
Seriously, you are. But everyone would say this whole coronavirus thing. Everyone wears masks like 24/7 out there because of the pollution.
Yeah.
And if you're out, most of my travelling I did on motorbike, so it was all done with local buses, sitting with the locals with chickens and pigs. And literally, mate, as you can imagine, Asian buses, local buses, that's how it was. sitting for like long distance travelling, so 6, 7 hours, 8 hours on a bus. You
Yeah.
know, like most of the time, well, all of them had no aircon, but all the time the windows are open. But
Yeah.
you're sitting next to all different types of people, and
Yeah.
they're on and off and on and off, and it's
I mean, that's an
literally,
experience. in
it's
itself,
amazing.
isn't it?
Like I was at the time, you're kind of like, I'm loving this because this is amazing, and then other times you're like, I just want to be somewhere else. I don't want to be sitting next to this pig. When I say pig, it was actually a pig. It's like chickens one side, pig the other, tiny little toddler over here, just sitting on the middle of the bus,
Yeah.
right up against the window, just crazy. Like, and they drive like rally drivers
Really?
out there. All the bus drivers, taxi drivers are like, when the roads are open and they can,
Yeah.
it is just foot to the floor, getting there as quick as they can. It's nuts.
Wow.
That's why they've got one of the highest statistics of road deaths.
Yeah.
You know, because I was just like, with my job, obviously being a firefighter, I've dealt with that stuff. So every time they've overtaken on blind corners, just completely blind corners in a bus full of people, just going around these massive lorries on the other side of the road, and I'm like, if anything comes the other way,
You're dead.
we're dead, we're done. And
So-
I'm just like,
It's exactly like you'd see in Top
No.
Gear or in films, and you go,
100%.
no, it's not that. I mean, it is like that.
Yep, 100%. Everything you see on, you know, Google and Instagram, Facebook, of all these crazy traffics and motorbikes and crashes, and that's what it's like.
Wow.
You know, you're literally dicing with death every time you get in a bus, but you've got to get to the next place. You know, it's either that or don't go.
Flick a coin.
Yeah, pretty
We're going
much.
today.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. So yeah, that was great. But yeah, getting back to Philippines, got some another ages to get to our place where we stayed. And again, I was doing everything dirt cheap. Money had pretty much run out by then.
Yeah.
On the last leg of the trip, you're watching every penny just so you can go and travel somewhere else. You know. So we stayed in just a standard room. And yeah, it was basically as soon as we got there, you just like, right, we need to get the hell out of here, you know. And while I was travelling, actually, while I was backpacking, I was trying to train every day, just
Yeah.
because I'd come from training 2 or 3 times a day, 6 days a week,
Yeah.
fighter mentor, you know, ethos
Yeah.
in Thailand, and then I knew things were going to wind down travelling, and everyone said the one thing that's going to take a hit is your training, your
Yeah.
body, your diet, your nutrition. It's just going to go out the window because you just can't do it.
Yeah.
And to an extent, that is true. Again, like anything in life, depends how much dedication you want to put into it.
Yeah.
If you want to wake
What
up
you
early and go for a
prioritise.
run, you'll do it. You
Yeah.
know, if you think, oh, I can't really because there's nowhere to run, or I haven't got my shoes, or
You just put excuses in the way. don't you?
easily put excuses into anything, mate. But we were good. Yeah, my ex-girlfriend, who I was travelling with at the time, she was into her fitness as well. So it was like we tried to find gyms everywhere we went. The first thing I'd do was like room, food, gym. Okay, let's find these. You know, and that was it. And then the maps would come up. Google Maps was brilliant. Just pinning everything I could around the local area, checking out these gyms.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. Unfortunately, as soon as I left Thailand, there was no Muay Thai whatsoever. I found one gym in Vietnam that did MMA and Muay Thai. Literally the whole of Vietnam. I travelled the whole of Vietnam. I found one gym. Cambodia have got their own version of Muay Thai.
Yeah.
They bounce across over to Thailand and fight the Thais. So some of the Cambodians have got a great fight program and fight gyms. So I found a couple of gyms in Cambodia, but apart from that, it was literally, you could count them on one hand how many
Really?
times I trained
Yeah.
that. But gyms, weights gyms, you know, like CrossFit type things, and your standard gym with weights. There's quite a few of them. They're everywhere in Asia, which is really good. And the Philippines are they're really healthy. They're really quite fit. They're always out walking and running and
Not at the moment.
no, exactly. Yeah, not that. Yeah. So yeah, that was a good experience doing all that. Hard work. I don't think anyone. I say we're talking about the travelling.
Yeah.
Anyone that's done it, you know, the backpacking type thing, it's hard work. It really is hard work. Like, you've got the pros. There's so many pros to it, but there's a lot of cons as well.
And again, I think, like you say, what you said earlier, people only ever see like the Instagram. Look at me at the top of the
Of
mountain.
course, they see the good,
Right.
they tear a bit the great, and they're like, oh, I could do that, and it looks great, and then they stay in a beautiful hotel with a beautiful pool, and you can do that. You can, you know, if you've got the money, of course you can. But we, you know, stayed in some hostels and some cockroaches all over the floor, and the shower didn't work, and the bed was disgusting, and you know, there's no.
Most people won't go.
They're like, no, exactly, yeah, for the gram. It's like living the high life. You know, I'm bowling here. Look at this. You know, it wasn't like that. And yeah, I think that was one of the realizations when you're doing it and chatting to other people that were backpacking and traveling. And you're just like, it's hard work, it's stressful, you know, it is. You know, you speak to people back home, and they're like, what are you talking about? It's like, shut up. It's like, you're in Asia, you've seen where you are, and you're like, yeah, but it's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's
Let me send you a
absolutely
picture, I'll show you where I am.
exhausting. Exactly. Exactly, but yeah, I mean, that's one of the takeaways from backpacking. Don't underestimate how hard it is.
Do you think it's helped? Again, you said it's hard because I spoke to 2 people yesterday that just finished college and they want a gap year.
Yeah.
And they were asking me what to do, and I was like, well, you could do this, you could do this, you could do this. Do you think it helped build you as a character? Like,
Yeah, 100%.
Mindset and stuff.
I did mine late. I never did the gap year. I never did the travel thing that everyone does.
But advice-wise,
I wish I did.
Traveling.
100%. Yeah, you got to
definitely recommend it.
Again, it depends on the individual. Like some people you meet, do not go travelling. You'll be dead.
You're like, no.
You'll die in a week. You
Yeah.
know, it's like you'll get taken an absolute ride for. You'll be mugged off, and you'll be dead. It's
Your
as
mum
simple
still
as that.
butters your sandwiches. Probably best to stay here.
You've got Velcro shoes on. Stay here.
Yeah.
You know, but no, 100%. I think one of the best things you can do if you've got the opportunity to do it, you know, the money, the time, is to travel, is to get out there and experience it. It's not for everyone. I know people who are like, oh, I can't think of anything worse than what I did. You know, I was like, well, we're just not on the same page. You know,
some people won't get in the ring.
100%. A lot of it, 99% of people don't get in the ring. They
Yeah.
talk about getting in the ring or whatever, another people got no interest in. There's
Keyboard
talkers.
warriors.
Exactly. And then there's the people that actually do it. And
Yeah.
you know, there's guys out there and girls, you know, far higher level than I am or ever will be. But I've loved what I do. I'm still planning on going back to Thailand this year to train and fight.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be in Thailand now.
Yeah, I remember you saying you
And
mentioned
then-
about that. Yeah.
Things changed slightly.
Something
I was
happened.
literally one button away from pressing flights. I
Really?
sorted it out with Mike Swick and Mark, aka Thailand, and basically like, yeah, it's all ready for you. You know, come back over. And I was like, okay, time off. Planned it off with work. Put things in motion. I was like, yeah, perfect. I'm literally one button away from pressing, looking at flights. And then got other friends in Thailand, and they were like, just hold off, just for a little bit, because
Yeah.
things are kicking off over here a little bit with this coronavirus.
Yeah.
It was spreading through, and I was like, all right, maybe I'll push it back a few weeks, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been ruined.
Yeah.
But,
a bit of money and a bit of stress.
Exactly, yeah. So as soon as this all dies down and clears off, which it will, you know, once they start taking restrictions up and we can start travelling again and doing things properly,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be straight back out there. So
Yeah. Chomping at the bit.
Absolutely. I know we all are, just to do something.
And that's what I like. I mean, you know, you're like me. Like you're 39, 40 this year.
Yeah.
And you're still chomping at the bit to get out there,
Yeah.
get punched in the face, punch someone in the
Yeah.
face, train hard, put your body through hell.
Yeah.
Because you know, I want to feel as young as I can. I want to be in the gym with the 20-year-olds.
Yep.
Making a mess.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%, mate. I'm hard on myself, but I like being hard on myself. It sounds cheesy, or whatever, but I like being the hardest working person in the gym.
Yeah.
I like to, again, exactly what you said, the 20-year-olds, I like to run rings around the 20-year-olds. And when I was out there, and still in the gym now, like people don't, I think I look my age, but people don't think I look my age.
No, not at
and
all.
I'm doing it, and they're just like, I'm 40 this year. Fuck off.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah,
Really?
I could be your dad. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, you're 20.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, because I train hard.
I was knocking 40-year-olds out when I was your age.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. But
Oh,
that's
Mum
how I
said
like
I can't
it.
train hard. Oh, Mum said I've got to go to the cinema. I've got to see the kids.
Yeah.
Like, is your grandma going to help you in the ring in 3 weeks' time?
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. The only person that's going to help yourself is yourself.
Exactly.
Right? You know, you can have your support team, you can have your mates, your training partners, your coaches, you can have your nutritionists, your sports therapists. You can have all these things to help you.
Yeah.
But the only person that's going to do it is yourself. Especially when it comes to the fight game. I think that's why I liked it. Team sports are great, but I was always, one, I'm far too competitive. Two, I get pissed off when people not let only themselves down, but let the teams down, and then technically let me down because I'm on their team.
Yeah, it's laying blame then, isn't it? Like,
Exactly,
that's your
because
fault.
like, if I fuck up, I fuck up. Like, sorry guys, yeah, messed up. I've done it loads of times. Everyone messes up. Of course they do. And I hate that. I hate having that pressure of I've messed up and I've let everyone else down.
Yeah.
So team sports were never really my thing. Obviously you did it at school. Everyone plays, you know, basketball, football and rounders and that. And I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But there was too much, for me, too much emphasis on you're relying on other people. Whereas the fight game, running, swimming, fighting, anything where it's just you, you've only got yourself to blame. If you fuck up or someone else
It's
beats
on
you,
you.
you're the better person. Or you let yourself down, or you didn't train right, or you didn't eat right, or you
Yeah.
didn't do something for yourself. That's it. It's not like, oh, my teammate let me down, so I've lost. Great, thanks, mate. You know,
That's not an excuse.
it's not.
Not an excuse.
It's
Not an excuse.
So it's literally.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons I've gone that way. I mean, it all started from my dad, like I say, getting me into karate.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
If he was into football and going down the pub, I'd probably be into football and going down the pub. But
Yeah.
I'm not. I went the other way. Which is
And it's your path, isn't it? It's,
Yeah.
it's your journey.
absolutely. And I'm glad it is, because I love it. I enjoy it. It's not like, oh, I've got to do this. Obviously, there's days where, you know, everyone does. You don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to train. You don't want to go for a run. It's just like, oh, not today, I'm so sore.
If you see a couple of posts recently, I'm like, oh, this sucks. Grinding that pavement. But,
it does cause us days like that. I mean, if anyone said there wasn't, they're lying. 100%.
And if they ain't working hard enough.
There's that as well. Yeah, it's like, nah, I love it every day. I'm out. Like, well, you haven't done one of our workouts, or let's do one with me. Let's see how.
Put 30 kilos in your back. Let's see how you go.
Exactly. You can always up it, right? You can always go to the next level. So yeah, of course, there's days where you don't want to be out, but all the time we've got weather like this, you know, and it's improving.
Well, the plane's not in the sky. It's done something, isn't it?
Exactly. Exactly. You know, it's, when you're doing this and you're loving what you're doing and you're feeling good, and like we mentioned briefly earlier before we started this, about having a bad day. You know, sometimes you think, oh man, things are just going wrong and this ain't right and that ain't right. You're having a bit of a rant, bit of a moan, and you put it all into perspective and you think, my life's good, what am I talking about? You know, there's always someone worse off than me, and I think you see these people that are really suffering. And a lot of the travelling that I did, and you see these people who've got absolutely nothing, you know, nothing. They're sleeping on the side of the street in a gutter. They're wearing a pair of old ripped up shorts. That's all they've got to them. They've got nothing, you know, and you just think, I'm never moaning again.
You're moaning when you got a dirty t-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, I haven't got the latest phone. Or, you know, it's like, oh, these shoes.
Have you not got the iPhone 11? Because I've only got the 10 or whatever number we're on.
Exactly. Like, you've got to put it all into perspective. You really have. And obviously, there's always people better than you. Like recently, I've just started getting into this weird habit of, when I'm on YouTube, watching all these like ultra rich millionaires and their like cribs, a bit like MTV cribs, but watching all these like Hampton mansions and things. You look at that and like, wow, it's like another way of life. You know, it's a completely different life. It'll never be my life, but you can kind of dream. You know,
it's nice to have a dream. I mean, literally, Sade was watching last night. Who's the famous Kardashians?
Don't even mention them.
But like,
can't do them.
I mean, I don't know how much money they spent, but they done like a Christmas meal, and they must have spent, like, everything was custom. And they must have spent, I don't know, £250,000 on this Christmas Day party.
But nothing to them. It's all relevant, and because it's nothing to them.
Yeah, I mean, £250,000 to them, it's probably like a fiver to me.
Yeah, like, they wouldn't even think about it. They just ordered the stuff in.
It
doesn't matter much.
Caterers come in.
Don't even ask them much.
But it's all relative, isn't it? That's the thing as well. People don't understand about. I mean, you know, I live in a 3-bedroom house, but I'm happy. I don't need a 7-bedroom house. I don't need to put 15 cars in my driveway. I can't drive 15 cars. I'd like to have 15 cars, but I don't need it. You know, I'm quite content in my little 3-bedroom house, slightly lower mortgage. You know, it doesn't have to be big and brash. No,
I think again, coming back to the whole travelling thing. Like when I got back, a few of my mates were saying, "No, what have you learned? What have you taken away? What have you missed? What have you loved? You know, what have you taken back from this travelling?" And I'm thinking, you sort of strip it back a little bit. There's two things really. Firstly, I think the most important thing we've got as humans is time. Time is everything. Like, before I was planning this trip, obviously it takes, again, as you know, it takes a lot of planning, a lot of preparation. I was moving out there for a year. It turned into 18 months, but you know, I was putting a lot of things up. So I rented out my flat. I sold everything I didn't need. Sold my car. Sold everything I didn't need. All my clothes, everything. Got time off work, sabbatical. Sorted out the gym. Sorted out the staying in Thailand, the setup. You know, all this sort of thing. And I was planning it for ages. A good year. I was actually in Thailand when I finished the book, The Alchemist. If anyone hasn't read it, read it. Finished that, and I was like, I'm moving to Thailand. It's got nothing to do with Thailand, nothing whatsoever, but it's the mindset of the book. And I was like, do it, live your dream, do what you need to do before it's too late. So I was like, right, I'm moving to Thailand. So that was a year later, so a year of prep before I even moved out there. And then I got back, and I was like, 18 months gone. It's like all that planning, all that training, everything that I've done, everywhere I've been, all that travelling, and now I'm back in Hastings, and I'm sitting back in my flat, and I was like, wow, it's gone.
Time warp.
Yeah, I was like, where's that 18 months gone? It's just boom, disappeared. When I first got out there, everything was really slow, everything was great, time was just ticking by so slowly, because I was doing so much, and I was like, I've got a year of this is amazing, I've got a year. So the first month went past, I was like, I've only done a month, it feels like I've been here 6 months, and it really did, it felt like I've been here ages. Hit the 6 month mark, and I was like, oh, now it's downhill. It's the next 6 months to the year. Then things changed a little bit, and I extended it another 6 months. So, but it was just flying by, and I got back, and I was like, yeah, time is just so important. I've got 2 little nieces. obviously they were a younger age. When I came back 18 months later, they completely changed.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're not the same little girls that I left.
Yeah.
You know,
What's
it's
happened?
like, where's that? And that's gone. That time is gone.
Never get it back.
You'll never see it again. Disappeared.
Yeah.
So I was like, time is so important. Make the most of it. It sounds cheesy. You see a million memes, you see a million little wanky quotes, but they're all true. Like, time is everything. You know, you've got to make the most of the time we have while you're fit, healthy, able, capable to do whatever it is. You're not getting younger every single day.
Sorry, kids.
They're close to the death, right? As morbid as it sounds, you're just a little bit closer.
Yeah.
And secondly, it's about what you think is important and what you realise is important. I've got nice things like you. We've got nice things. We've got nice cars. We've got nice houses. We've got nice belongings, gym setups, and friends and family, and all that sort of. Everything's really good. Everything's lovely, and I love my tech. I love my massive TVs. I love my new phones. I love tech. And then you move out there, and it's all stripped back. Everything's gone. You've literally got your training gear and your phone, and that's it.
Yeah.
You've got nothing else. And I was like, I'm going to struggle for a bit, you know. But then I was like, no, I don't need to. I'm going to soak up Muay Thai. I'm going to train 2 or 3 times a day, every day.
Eat, sleep, breathe.
I'm going to soak it up, and that's all I'm going to worry about. It's just Muay Thai and nothing else.
Yeah.
Obviously Thailand and taking all that in as well. And then I didn't miss anything. Didn't miss my massive TV. Didn't miss my nice flat. Didn't miss my nice car. Didn't miss having that. Obviously money's nice, but I had saved up a massive amount of money, as much as I could, to travel out there, and everything I had was my savings. But I didn't have my money coming in. And it was all the luxuries and stuff that I'd had. And, you know, again, all relative to other people's luxuries. I might not class it as a luxury, but I did.
Yeah. And
it was all stripped back and all gone. And especially when I'm backpacking, you know, for the last 6 months, I literally had a bag, and that was it, a backpack with my essentials in it.
Yeah.
And nothing else. Nothing else. And I was travelling, you know, on buses and dirty taxis and hitchhiking and whatever, and staying in hostels, and you think, actually, this is good. I'm healthy, I'm fit, I can do whatever I want. I've got money in my pocket, I've got my phone for contacts with the outside world, you know, back home with people and family and friends. And that's literally all you need. You don't need all this fancy stuff. It becomes materialistic stuff is just worthless. It doesn't bring, for me personally, and chatting to people, it doesn't bring true happiness. No. Because a good example, like you say, you get your latest phone, and you're like, oh, I've got the latest phone, it brings you a little bit of happiness. Then a new phone comes out, and you're like, well, this is crap, I want this one. Yeah. You know, and it's that sort of mindset. It's like we're always chasing the next best thing, no matter what it is, not just tech, but whatever it is. It becomes materialistic. People put up their new whip or their new ride,
and
or
the thing is,
I've got
it
this
costs
new
money
watch.
as well. Yeah, like, that's the other thing. Like, again, like, whatever, say you buy an iPhone at £1,000. A year later, that £1,000 is actually only worth 400 quid.
Yeah.
And then you've got to spend, if you're lucky, and then you've got to spend another £1,000. I mean, they've done it brilliantly. Yeah. It's such a good.
Oh, they all have. All the companies now are great with it. Yeah, Samsung and iPhone, obviously the top box. But again, I've got a Chinese phone. I bought a
Huawei, is it?
No, I bought a Vivo. Okay. Again, because my Samsung knacker when I was out there, Thailand, it's all the Asian market, and their phones are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We don't get most of them out here. That's the thing, because it's the Asian market. Yeah. But yeah, you don't. That's what I brought back. So it's literally like time is the most important thing. What you're doing with it, how you're spending it, who you're spending it with. Yeah, they're definitely the most important things I could possibly take away from what I've been doing. Everyone knows that anyway. So it's always like, oh, don't waste your time, or don't do this, or parents always say, don't waste time, or whatever. Yeah. Like you'll be our age one day, all that sort of thing, and it'll be gone, and blah blah blah. And you don't really listen to it. You're like, whatever. And then all of a sudden, we're 40 this year. Yeah. We're our parents' age when we're back at.
Well, like, as you're saying that, I literally last week, Beth was born. She's now 16. Like last month.
Yeah.
Like how? Like how?
Yeah, my little niece turns 11 this year, and I still remember carrying her on my front, holding her little feet because she'd squawk if I let go. That's literally it. She was a little bundle like this, and she's 11 this year. Yeah.
So take it from us old timers people.
Yeah, from us old granddads over here. Fit granddads.
Yeah. Well, we're trying, and if you want to look at photos, he is a damn sight fitter than I am, because I still like my Cadbury's too much. I mean, he had a coffee with no sugar in it.
I just dip my finger in it, man. That's what I told you, sweeten up.
I'm like, sugar, vanilla essence.
Oh, vanilla essence, yeah, that sounds good, mate.
Yeah, see, he likes his 8-10 pack. I love his Cadbury's too much. So I want to talk about your full-time job. So, I mean, at the moment it sounds like you're a glory fighter, but traveller, but you actually do have a full-time job.
I do. I've been a full-time professional firefighter for 15 years now.
Yeah.
16. Yeah, 16 years. This Christmas will be 16 years. So done a few different, like everyone has. They've all had different jobs throughout their years. But I started, actually qualified college and uni as graphic design and photography.
Okay.
Then moved into graphic
That's why
design.
your Instagram posts are so good.
Well, I try, mate. Got my little eye for photography. That's about it.
It's your post that actually made me realise you can put music to them. I'm like, how do you keep getting music to it?
Really?
How do you do that? And then one day I was like, oh, music. That's like that.
Got it.
Oh.
Game changer.
Yeah, now
That's
I'm
it.
like, fuck, I won't stop with this music now.
50 different songs, all chopping and changing. Yeah, from like nice quiet piano to hardcore drum and bass.
That's
Like
right.
one to the other. Oh, it doesn't work. But yeah, started doing the graphic design. Loved it because that's what I always had a passion in as a kid, always drawing and illustrating and painting and things like that. And then, yeah, did that for maybe a few years, but working in an office just wasn't for me. It was doing my head in. I couldn't be in the same four walls with the artificial lighting. The windows are open, and on days like this, I'm just sort of staring out the window, just thinking, I need to be outside, I need to do something outside, you know. And I was like, what do I do? I've trained as a graphic designer. I've done 4 years at college, A levels, you know, H&Ds, MBs, whatever. And now I'm in my career, and I'm like, I'm not really enjoying it. So I was like, damn it, what do I do? And it was actually my mum that was giving me some ideas, and she's like, what about the fire service? She had a friend of a friend on the fire from. I was like, never even thought about it. I was like, yeah, kind of. Initially, when she said it, I was like, nah, not sure about that. But then I was like, I don't know. And then like the seed gets planted, you know.
Yeah.
Went to a few fire stations, spoke to the boys, had a look round, and everyone I spoke to was like, it's a brilliant job. Like, if you can get in, get in. It's brilliant. And this was back in like 2002, 2003.
Was it back one of them where, like, back then it was great and now it's changed?
It's still brilliant. Like I say, like, I love my job.
Yeah.
I love my job without a doubt. And I think if you speak to any firefighter, they'll all say the same. They always love their job.
I think it's, again, I'm not a firefighter, so I wouldn't know, but I do think it's probably one of them jobs that you have to love.
Yeah.
Otherwise you would do it.
Yeah.
You know, there are jobs that you can do that you don't love.
Sure.
For what, I won't say any, but
Sure.
you know, there's plenty of jobs that you can just do maybe do.
Yeah.
But the firefighter,
That's right.
you know, if you go in the car crashes, burning buildings, saving cats, and everything goes.
Leave them out.
Yeah. That one can start.
It will get down. Trust
Yeah.
me, it will get down.
You know, I mean, the first time I saw you again after not seeing you for a few years was actually a school photo.
Yes,
Right,
that was that Crows Park?
Was it
I saw you at Crows Park.
Was it Crows
We had
Park?
the crane and stuff up.
Yeah,
That was like a little school thing. We've done a lot of
one
them.
or possibly Little Ridge, just up the road.
Okay.
But I remember seeing you at one of them.
Yeah.
We got chatting.
We have done a lot, especially now that the weather's better, and obviously through the summer we do a lot of school visits and school fates and
Just raising awareness.
awareness and educating the kids, as well as the parents more than anything. It's like, do you do this? Do you do that? Okay, you need to just do
Fire
these
alarms?
little things. Exactly, yeah, and that little stuff got a fire alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, it was my mum that got me into it, or the idea of it. The more I looked into it, I was like, yeah, okay. And then I spoke to about the process. The processing in actually getting into the fire service is not like any other job. It's not like they just advertise. You go for an interview and you either get it or you don't, and that's it. It's bish bash bosh, it's done. The fire service, and again, the police and the paramedics, any emergency services, a bit like the army, there's a big, long process. You have your application form, then you have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, finally the interview. Some do it in different orders, but normally it's the interview is the make or break. They've weeded everyone out through the application forms, through the first initial processes, which are fitness levels, fitness tests, medical tests, obviously your written IQ tests, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That weeds out a lot, because thousands of people go for it every year when as soon as they're applying. And then the interview is the final process where it's the make or break is from that. If you're a successful interview, you're pretty much in. Well, you're in to get accepted into training school, the training academy.
That still doesn't mean you're a firefighter.
No, far from it, mate. No, far from it. Everyone thinks that I'm in. It's like, you've just got in. You've opened the door and you put your foot. That's it. Now you've got to learn everything. And there's 2 stages to that. Then you go to training centre, training firefighter academy. That's like 3 months, 3.5 months. Some are residential, so you'll stay there like I did up at Reigate. Others you can just travel back and forth every day back to your own homes. The residential was good because you get a good tight bond with the guys you're working with, the guys and girls that are on the course. They're only small courses, maybe 20, 30 at max. I think there was like 16 of us online. So when you're there, weekends we can go back. So it was like Monday to Friday, you're staying, eating, sleeping, training all together. Really good. Hard work. They're busting you every day. Teaching you loads, training loads of exams, loads of physical stuff. Obviously putting out fires, cutting up cars, putting up ladders, all the stuff you imagine a farmer would do. Yeah, doing all that. Then you get your placement. If you're successful through that, obviously you can be booted out at any time during this course. If you fail too much, you're out. If your behaviour, you're out. If they don't think you're cutting the mustard, you're out. So you finish all that. Then you have a big pass-out parade, which is brilliant. All your friends, all your family come to the station. Everyone's lined up. Everyone's in their big seats, and all the officers are there. And we put on this little show, cutting up cars, putting out some fires, putting big water displays of cold water and stuff like that. All the stuff we did like a pre-week. You go up to the final stage, then it's like, right, pass-out parades. You've all been successful. It's a week of training now to get this pass-out parade looking spot on. So everyone's watching.
That sounds pretty epic.
It's wicked, mate. Like everything you imagine the military, they do their big pass-out parade and all that. They're all lining up. All the friends and family are there, and all proud moment. It's a similar thing. Similar thing. So that was really good fun. That was up in Reigate. Then you get your placement where you're going to be on what fire station. I was at Hawley, which is right next to Gatwick.
Yeah, I used to work in Hawley.
Did you? Yeah. So a lot of travelling up that way. From down here, so like done a lot of travelling.
It's 3.5 hours every day.
Yeah. Exactly, on a good run. So I was up there for 7.5 years.
Wow.
Up at Hawley, then transferred across to, that was West Sussex, then transferred across to East Sussex and got placed at Hastings, which I've always wanted to be. As soon as I thought of being a firefighter, I wanted to be at Hastings. That was my key. It's my hometown. I know Hastings like the back of my hands. Everyone lives here, but you know everyone. Brilliant.
You haven't got 3.5 hours of travelling.
Exactly. Close to home, which would be the main thing. Got in 2004, I joined the fire service in West. 2012, I transferred over to Hastings.
Nice.
Been at Hastings, I was at Hastings ever since, so 6 years maybe at Hastings. Then moved to Thailand, came back, and now I'm up at the Ridge. So I'm on Green Watch up at the Ridge. Fantastic job, I love it. I know you said about the questions, what do you love and hate about your job. I love everything about it. It's a great job. I've always said, if you moan, you get these people that are negative and they bitch and they moan about everything. You're like, well, change it then. It's like, there's only one you, there's only one life. If you don't like what you're doing, shut up and change it. Horses for courses, pick your trade. It's like, choose your trade. If you don't like it, do something else.
I mean, that is exactly like when people come to me with big problems. Obviously, little problems. But when there's a big problem, the one question I ask anyone is, are you happy? Yes or no? And then, are you happy about whatever the situation? So it could be something quite as big as your husband or your wife. So are you happy with your husband or wife? Now the answer's simple. Yes or no is a word. Are you happy with your wife? No. Right. Now what comes next is hard.
The choices you've got to make, the decisions you've got to make.
And then like the fallout, the kids, the house, the mortgage, the cars, all the other friends that are couple friends. And that's probably one of the biggest, hardest questions people do have to face.
Of course.
Do I like the gym that I train at? No, well I'll change gyms, that's quite easy. Do I like the burger that I'm eating? No, I'll eat something else.
I'll eat yours.
Yours sounds quite nice. But, so obviously the questions can get more severe.
Of course.
But it's a simple question with a simple answer.
That's right, they're always simple questions.
It's the fallout or what happens next, which is the tough thing. And I say exactly the same. Like, if you don't like your job, change it.
But it's not that easy. No, it is that easy.
It is. It's what comes next is then the challenge.
And again, your mindset on how hard you think that would be. But like I said with my graphic design, I'd done 4 years at uni. All the qualifications, blah blah. Enjoyed it, loved it, trained in it, got my job, did 2 years of it, 18 months, 2 years of it. I was like, I've trained in it. Everything I've done is for this moment that I'm in now, and I don't want to be here. I don't like it. I'm looking at doing something else. So I was like, right, we'll do something else.
Because how many people will go, well, I've just wasted 4 years, I'm going to stick at it.
Which, you could do that. You could say I've wasted that time, but did you enjoy that time? Well then it's not time wasted.
That's just a path that you learn.
Exactly, you just gone one way, now take a deviation and go another way.
But you're still going in a direction.
Unless you're stagnant and sitting watching EastEnders every night on TV doing absolutely nothing with your life. Jeremy Kyle in the morning and EastEnders at night.
Sorry. That's the way it is.
We love it.
If
you're just, our classes, like, it sounds cheesy again, but either you're living or you're just existing. Right. If you're just in existence, you're just moping through life. You've got no real get up and go. Your life's not going anywhere. It's all your problems. It's all your fault. It's all things that you need to change. some things are, like you say, some things are going to be very hard to change, like nearly impossible to change, but they can still be done. You know, other things are very subtle little differences. A bit like people always say, like, oh, I need to lose weight, or how do I get a six pack, or how do I do this, or can I just lose weight from this bit here? And you're like, no, it's all subtle little changes that I can make for you, or you can make.
Yeah.
That will have huge differences.
We'll help you on that journey.
Absolutely. You know, there's things like, there's no quick fix, but there's loads of little things you can do that will make things so much easier, or so much better, or far easier for you to work with than one massive change where you've just got to stick to it and got to do it. But like you say, it's how hard those choices would be. You know, the easy question, easy answer. Now, how hard's the result of that answer?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And again, like with people say, let's just take a job as an example. People say they're unhappy with a job. We'll change the job. It's not that simple. It is that simple. Yeah. But if you just quit your job, then yes, you're going to pay mortgage and bits and pieces if you have a mortgage. Yeah. But guess what? If you quit your job, I bet you work a bit harder to try and find a new job.
Absolutely.
Guess what? When I left BT, my work weight ran up at the gym.
Yeah, absolutely. You know you have to do it.
I have to do 12 PTs a day, if that's what I've got to do.
Yeah. This is the choice I've made. You know, it's like you make your bed, you lie in your bed, making the bed, whatever the same is. You know, you sleep in it.
Yeah. You know, again, people say to me, how do I cope? I was at BT for 17 years. Yeah. And over them 17 years, HKA grew, got bigger. Yeah. But, like, I was working 80-hour weeks for many years. Yeah. What broke me was the 107-hour weeks I was working for like 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And the wife,
that's
and the
a lot
kids.
of hours.
Like, even the man downstairs was going, Carl, you need to sort it out, mate, because you can't keep getting up at 5 a.m, working, going to bed at 1 a.m, getting back up at 5 a.m, and doing that 7 days a week.
Yeah, that grind will bring you down.
So eventually, I took the chance. It took me 2 years to say I was going to leave, and I'll leave at Christmas, I'll leave at the summer. I eventually left. It's been a grind, and obviously at the moment it's a bit of a challenge, but I still love it. I still love what I do and would never look back. And when I do look back, I look back. I drive past BT men in their little tents, putting the wires together now. My back's better, my shoulders are better.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can do what I want to a degree.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
That's the thing, man.
Not less
glad
money.
You mentioned that. Happy.
I'm so much happier.
Yeah, that's the key. I think, like I said before, materialistic things. To some people, they do bring happiness. Again, everyone's different, but to me personally, now I've experienced it. It's not true happiness because it can always just be taken away. They're just things. If your house burns down and you lose everything, it's just gone. You can get it all back. It's just stuff. You know, like time, like we said before, you can never get back. That has gone. That's not happening. Your friends and your family, friends come and go. Obviously, you pick your friends. You know, if they're not doing anything for you, they're bringing anything positive into my life. Are they making me feel better? Do they make me feel happy? If the answer is no, then get rid of them. Because time is.
And that sounds harsh, but that is.
Of course it is. Yeah, it's a cutthroat kind of the mentality, but it is true. I know so many people like exes and different mates, and so I've got to see so and so. I really don't like this person, I've got to see him. And I was like, why do you have to see him? Like, do you have to see them? I was like, well, no, I've known them so long. I was like, yeah, but all you do is moan about them. They bring you down, they make you feel shit, they slag you off, they do whatever. Get rid of them. Yeah. You know, the same goes with family as well. It's obviously a lot harder with family, but to me that's like the true joy is having good friends, good family around you, what makes you happy. Yeah, definitely. And it is what makes you happy. I was like, I think that's the key in life, the secret in life. What's the secret to life? Is to be happy. Yeah. I think as long as you're not hurting anyone and not fucking anyone else over, and really buggering other people up to make your own happiness. You know, some people are like that. I know
not pulling people down.
Exactly, they love destroying other people, make themselves feel better. That's all wrong. Yeah. But I think as long as you're happy and you're living, you know, you're doing things okay, you're managing, you're enjoying life, you're doing everything right. It doesn't matter what you're doing because
things will come about, friends will come.
Of course it will.
And a lot of people don't understand the gym mentality, but I think that's why the gyms are so good. Like, it can be my gym, your gym, the gym down the road. It doesn't matter which gym, but because we're all like-minded people, we want to be fit, we want to be healthy. I say this all the time, but you know, if you're hanging around with someone that drinks and smokes all the time, they're not going to be in the gym. But they're the ones that are watching EastEnders, Neighbours, Coronation Street, bitching and moaning about life and their job and their wife and the kids. Because it is negative.
Fun sponges, that's what I call them, right? They're fun sponges. Oxygen feast, mouth breathers, foot dragons. Fun sponges. They do, you get these people and the glass is always half empty.
Charlotte said mood movers.
Yes, that's what help. Yeah, it is. Unless you're again, surround yourself with like-minded people. You see all these wanky quotes and range stuff, but do surround yourself with people that are either on the same sort of journey as you, or have got the same mindset as you, or they make you feel good. You know, like not fluffing you up and blowing smoke out your ass all the time. You don't need that, because that puts you on a pedestal when you think about it.
And then you realise, then you get
then someone come along and you'll be like, what are you talking about? You know, and they'll bring you straight back down to reality. You know. So again, another thing that I loved in Thailand, like exactly what you mentioned, everyone's on the same course. Everyone's there for a reason.
Everyone's going the same way.
Everyone's like, for whatever, they want to fight, they want to lose weight, they want to get fit, they want to just experience Muay Thai, MMA, whatever. They want to be in the Thai culture. Everyone at that gym, and all the gyms in Thailand, and any gym you go to really, there was no...
but a majority.
Not saying names,
yes.
But yeah, I'd say 99% of everyone there, it was fantastic. You wake up every day, and everyone will be there. Everyone will be there with a gym kit. People in the gym early, and people staying late. You know, everyone was just wanting to eat healthy and clean, and obviously there'd be blowouts, and everyone wanted to get pissed. Everyone was there with the same mindset. You know, and it was great to be around. It was so removed from the life that I was in here, because. There's so many. Well, I noticed when you come back to England, like not slagging off England. I love England. I'm English.
Born and bred.
Born and bred.
Not only that, Hastings. People slag Hastings off.
And it used to be a shithole. Like through the 90s, it was a shithole. It was terrible, and it got better and better and better. And I love this town. It's a great town. You know. But yeah, coming back to Hastings after I'd done everything, seen everything, experienced it all, come back, you got kind of like your eyes are a little bit more open to what's out there. I think everyone's been on holiday and everyone's done a little bit of travelling, and you see things and watch things and things like make your eyes open, you know, but until you've experienced it. And I came back and you just realise how many people bitch and moan about absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely. The first day, not even the first day, I'll take that back.
When you've landed.
The minute I got into Heathrow Airport, I literally wanted to get on the plane and go again. There was just this absolute cretin of group of blokes.
Skin.
Just again, oxygen thieves.
Yeah.
And they're just, as soon as I got back, you hear the accent, you hear all the chav talking, I'm just looking at them like, I don't want to be here. I don't know, I was a bit, you know, you're a bit of a bummer coming back from what I was back to reality.
Yeah,
you know.
a bit of a come down.
And you just realise, it's like, what are you moaning about, what are you bitching about, why are you the way you are, you know, so, and nothing changes, you come back and that's what I realised. Not that I expected it to, I've been away for 18 months, got a lot of noise. Should we pause?
Yeah, we're just going to cut, we're just going to pause because we've got a bin lorry coming in. So let's pause it.
Yeah,
we're back, we're live. We had a bin lorry come round because it was a nice day. We thought we'd sit in the garden and do this podcast.
Hell yeah.
And ironically, the world and his wife had decided to come out,
Yeah.
mow their lawn, dig,
mowers.
cut down trees. So I apologise for
Dogs,
those. Dogs. But yeah, so where were we at?
We were doing fire service. We've spoken about all that fire service.
Yeah.
Done Thailand, travelling,
Done Thailand.
fighting.
So, yeah, I mean, you've had a busy life.
It's been good. So far, it's been damn good.
Yeah.
Can't argue. Not complaining.
Still got another half to go.
Exactly. At least. I'm hitting 100 on.
Yeah.
We're really unhappy.
Doing it. I'm going to go and ball of flames.
The old boy that's just done his walking.
Yeah.
That's me. I want that.
I don't want to be negative, so I want to try and put a positive spin on it.
Yep.
Really quick, not quickly, but in a short story, being a fireman, again, makes a joke saving cats out of trees.
Yeah.
But you must see some horrendous stuff. How do you deal? I don't want you to go into details with all the kind of dead bodies out.
No. Yeah.
But that must be quite hard to deal with.
Again, I'm not trying to make myself anything that I'm not. For me, I don't find it hard to deal with.
No,
it's just I actually find it sounds in a real sick sort of morbid way. I find it fascinating. I find it interesting. You know, it's not like I've got some sick fetish with it or anything like that. It's just that blood and gore and stuff like that doesn't really affect you. It's sort of things where, like, if you haven't seen it for a while, like, there'll be times where you go for maybe years even without even seeing something really snotty jobs, we call them, you know, really messy snotty jobs.
Yeah.
And then you'll see one, and you'll go, oh yeah, I haven't seen that for a while. It's like, that's pretty carnage. You know, it's got a lot of carnage there. And then, but the thing is, you've got a job to do. That's what you've got to kind of like put that spin on it. Like if you're just walking down the road and you're not trained, you're not a firefighter, you're not a paramedic, nothing like that. You know, you've got no training, no experience to it. Anything that happens for the first time is always a big shock. You know, anything that happens, so like that's out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're just walking the dog down the road, and all of a sudden there's a massive car crash, and everyone gets heads removed, and all this sort of arms missing, and all this sort of stuff. You know, just like that'll completely ruin some people.
Yeah.
But when we turn up as a firefighters and police and paramedics, we're all, one, we're trained, two, we've got some experience, three, we've got a job to do. So when you go into mindset of I've got a job, everything else doesn't matter because it goes away.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh my god, look, there's bits of him there, and oh look all this blood, and what are we going to do, and everything's on fire, and you don't do that because you're like, right, well, we all have different jobs to do while we're on the truck.
Yeah.
You jump off, and some will be wearing BA, others will be doing first aid and sort of paramedics type CPRs and trying to stem different things.
Yeah.
There'll be a guy in charge, there'll be the driver, be sending messages, there'll be running water and pumping, and we're sort of getting equipment ready. Say RTCs, car crash would probably be a good example.
Yeah.
We turn up, we're all like in full kit, so straight away that gives you some protection, that gives you like a barrier.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not just wearing your favourite t-shirt and your trousers, you go, well, I don't want to get anything on me because I like this shirt.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing.
I've got my new trainers day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not getting blood on me. It's white, you know. You turn up in full kit, gloves, helmets, full fire kit, masks, whatever. So straight away you've got some sort of barrier. You've got the training, which you've had from day one, you know, from training academy and training school, right through to all the jobs you've been on and all the drilling and training that we do every shift at fire station. We're always training. We do. Everyone's like, there's a stereotype of the old fat lazy fireman. We do sit and watch films and drink tea all day, and there is that aspect to it. Don't get me wrong. Of course there is. You know, we do 15-hour shifts, so there is some time when we sit down and watch a film, of course. But especially day shifts, we do a lot of drilling. Depends on the watch. Every watch is different. If they're young, if they're keen, if you've got new guys and girls on the watch, you'll always be drilling every single day. And by drilling, we mean out practicing with the kit, doing things, putting up ladders, squirting water around, you know, cutting out cars, that sort of stuff. The older guys, of course they've been in 20 years, 25 years, hitting up to 30 years. They're not going to be running around doing
Let the young guys do it.
Let the young guys do it. They've been there, they've done theirs,
Yeah.
you know, they're moving on. It's kind of a generational thing, you know.
Yeah.
Some of the older guys drill, of course they do. It all depends on the watch manager, your boss, how strict he is. If he wants to drill, you drill.
Well, you're one of the older ones.
I am one of the older ones, yeah. I'm second youngest on the watch now, right? Because the average age, we've worked out the average age of a firefighter now. Here's a little quiz for you guys, alright? What's the average age of a firefighter in East Sussex? What would you say?
I would take a guess and probably say 30.
Go a lot higher.
Really?
46
Wow.
is the average age
That's mental.
of a firefighter. I'm not sure if that's UK, it probably would be UK, but I think that's East Sussex, just on the stats that we've got.
Yeah.
But as I've worked, I was initially with West Sussex, it was pretty much the same, come across to East, pretty much the same setup. I've seen Surrey and Kent, I know how they work. Some private airport, Gatwick Fire Service was another one.
Yeah.
Got some mates work out at Lid, a private
Yeah, I remember seeing some
airfield
of them.
firefighter,
Yeah,
so they're
some
sort of
hairy stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, the average age is 46 now. So that idea of young, fit firemen jumping off and saving damsels in distress. Sorry, girls and guys.
It's,
I
I was just about to say,
it's not happening.
sorry, housewives, but
Yeah.
house people,
Yeah, exactly. Housemen.
whatever you define yourself as.
That's right. It's not, I mean, there's still some young guys. I still consider myself as young. I know I'm hitting 40, and so some of these people listening to this, they'll be like, "You're old." I was like, I don't feel old. You know, I do not feel old. I still
That's
feel
some gloves on, I'll show how young I am.
Exactly that.
Or how old I am.
Exactly that, mate. I might have lost the hair. You know, I have some wrinkles, but I don't feel old.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I get back to your question. You have a job to do, so you rock up at this whatever instant it is, and the thing is, you get the fire call, bells, lights go off, we run out. There's a printer prints off all the information of everything they can try and get from mobilising. You turn that off, have a quick read, quick scan, and then you're off from the trucks and you're out, and the officer in charge is sort of like relaying the information to you in the back. It's like, right, we've got this and this, okay, and you have a rough idea before you even get on the truck. Turn up, and you've all got a job. So depending on what type of incident it is, as you rock up, everyone's sort of having a look and you can see it straight away, whether it's real nasty and real quick and you've got to be 100 miles an hour doing stuff fast because people are going to die, or you're like, it's a little bit more relaxed, don't worry, it's this and this, we've only got to do this and this.
Get along.
Exactly, pretty much, yeah. Exactly, yeah. So yeah, but the ones that, what you'd imagine the scenarios of the house fires. House fires are always a 100 mile an hour job. You need to put it out as quick as possible, and if there's people inside, which is called persons reported,
Yeah.
So if you get a person's reported call, that means people are reported in the building. That's the last time they were seen is in the building.
Yeah.
So any call, person's reported is like grade A job number 1. You know, and we'll be there as fast as you possibly can. You know, we'll be getting dressed as quick as you can, getting dressed on the truck. 100 miles.
That's why I went to Thailand and learned how to drive round.
Exactly, mate. That's how they drive out there. I'm not joking. Rally drivers. So yeah, rock up and you've got a job. So we jump off and you've got a specific task to do. So that kind of removes you from reality. You know, it's like when you're kind of like filming something or looking at it, you're taken out of that reality. You're not there in it. You're sort of like slightly removed, even though you're there.
Yeah,
it's slightly different. And
you've got that job.
Exactly, when
you
you're
do
there,
that, you do that.
Exactly, we're all doing stuff. We're not just running around like headless chickens thinking, oh God, and he's screaming and she's not good either and that's on fire and that wouldn't work. You know, it's like, okay, you deal, I'll deal. And then you're there, you do it, it gets done. And that's it. So I've been to some nasty stuff, some real horrible things. Not so much house fires, I've been to some car fires and house fires where people have got some real nasty burns and you think, you're not going to be playing the piano anytime soon, you know, real horrible. Yeah. But the worst I've seen is car crashes. Yeah, it actually causes metal versus human. We always come off worse.
Yeah,
we motorbikes. Obviously, we all know motorbikes. I've had motorbikes all my life. Yeah, they're dodgy. When they hit anything, you're always going to come off worse. Yeah, you know. And anything with kids involved is horrible. Luckily, I haven't had that many dealings with incidents with kids, but I've had a few, and I've had guys that have had some real horrible ones. But a lot more RTCs, a lot more car crashes when I was in Hawley. You've got Hawley, Crawley, Gatwick, you've got
all the motorways, A23,
M23 and M25. A lot of dual carriageways and motorways, a lot of fast moving traffic, so everything. The motorways are actually pretty safe places to be because everything's going in the same direction. But when something goes wrong, that's when you get a lot of cars at high speed. That's it. But since I've been down to Hastings, like when I was in Hawley, not that many house fires. You got kitchen fire, you got bits and bobs, but not that many. You come down to Hastings and you get a lot less RTCs, a lot less car crashes, just because of the area. But a lot more houses, a lot more house fires. But it's a great job. I love it, and I think anyone that you speak to, you know, we've got a great shift pattern. We did have a great pension. It's getting sorted out now. We get loads of time off because we do loads of time on, loads of time off. You know, we work 2 days, 2 nights, 4 off. It's great. That's a system that's stayed.
It worked really well for you.
It's stayed. They're trying to change it, and they have changed it in a few fire services throughout the country. But it's a great system, and it's always been great since the 60s, 70s. It started and it stayed like that ever since because it works.
So a lot of firefighters have like second jobs.
Yeah, you do because
yeah,
I mean the wages aren't great. It'd be great to have more money, of course it would, and then we wouldn't necessarily need a second job. But when we work an 8-day week, so when you say we 4 on, 4 off, that is that cycle. So it's an 8-day week. What you do technically, you get the 4 days off or 3 full days off. You finish that morning, you have that day off. But then when you're night shifts, like I'm doing a night shift tonight, I've got all today off. Because I'm working tonight, I'll have all tomorrow off, and I'm working tomorrow night. So I can be working now if I want to be. You know, if I'm going to work later, I can still have a second job. So I don't know why I've never got the mentality of people moaning about having a second job. Moan about people that haven't got a job. They're the people you want to moan about. You know, because the people that with jobs are paying for the people that haven't got a job. You know, I've never understood. But you've got 2 jobs. And what's the problem about 2 jobs?
Why don't you go and get 2 jobs?
Exactly. Well, I'm working more. Like, is that a problem? You know, I've never understood that. But if you've got time off, sit around doing nothing, or earn some money and provide for your family or yourself, or do better things. You know.
Depending on what your job is, you're providing a service for other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
The better I do, the better me and the wife will do, the better we do, the better my kids will be. And it's just a snowball effect.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Because we've had an okay year, I managed to get a little bit of private tutoring for one of my daughters for her exams. Nice. That's changed now with the coronavirus, but the education was there. So the fact that we were doing okay meant that she could do better. So I think you actually do other people a disservice if you're not achieving the best you can.
100%.
Because then you can't.
But it takes away those choices and those options, doesn't it? Because you can't have them, as opposed to you've got the opportunity to do it.
The more options you have, the better you go. Nice. GNA Fitness?
Yeah, that was just that's my PT side of things. Obviously, like with the Muay Thai background, especially in Thailand, I've always tried to incorporate Muay Thai into my PTs. So basically, when someone does a PT with me, I'll cater it to them, whatever they want to do. I'll work closely with fighters, you know, like novice, amateur, and pro. People that have never done it before, never put a pair of boxing gloves on before, to people that have had 50 plus fights. All different levels, but I always that's kind of like my little niche, because there's so many PTs out there. They're all doing similar sort of things, you know. I'll always try and do like a hit circuit, high intensity incorporated sort of fitness with Muay Thai. So my PTs will always include Muay Thai. Always pad work. Always sparring or clinch if they're fighters, that's what they want to do. If not, they'll just be blasting out on the pads from complete beginners up until pro.
Because it is the best thing.
Doesn't beat it, nothing beats it.
I don't care what
No,
anyone
there's nothing
says.
beats it. You'll be the fittest guy ever. Get you on the pads, you will die.
You'll be on your knee.
I will kill you.
I love getting a really fit person. I've taught a couple of professional footballers. Nothing against footballers, once again.
No.
And obviously we talk about their training and what they do. And they're like, we run a 90-minute game, and we do sprints, and we go for 10-mile runs. And we've got all this fitness training. I'm one of the fittest in the team. I'm like, cool. Big gloves on.
Exactly. You'll die. Give it 2 minutes, you'll be dead.
It doesn't matter who you are. Because it just changes it.
It does. Which means it's awesome.
And it makes you feel good.
That's the best thing. I think, again, tapping into it, it's not just the physical side. Like the mental health side is so important with this. And I'm working with some guys at the moment, some guys at work and outside of work. And it's just, they just need that stress relief. That's literally all they're doing for. They're reasonably fit guys anyway. They do their working out, they go to the gym, they go for runs, whatever, and they just want to smash it. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's not just for guys. Of course, we've got more testosterone. We're more heavy-handed. We're more sort of physical. You know,
we hit things off the screen generally.
Exactly. But the girls love it. I work with closely with a few girls doing PTs, and they absolutely love the hit stuff. You know, it's so good for the mental health side of things.
Well, we're actually, at the moment, 60-40, 60% women.
Really?
40% men.
Nice.
So that mindset of people going, oh, it's a male-dominated sport.
It's not.
It's male-dominated competition-wise. You know, 8 out of 10 men over, or 8 out of 10, 8 men, 2 women as fighters.
That's right. The fight game's totally different, but gym-wise,
different because the girls like treadmill boring, rowing machine boring, punching things.
Do that. Plus, it's getting taught, it's getting instruction, it's getting coaching, it's getting that positive feedback, it's getting those endorphins as well as the stress relief, the mental side, the physical boosting. You know, you do feel great. Nothing beats
it. My glutes are wrecked from yesterday. Got a smile like that. So like, oh,
feel the burn.
Feel the burn. The DOMs are kicking in.
DOMs are properly kicking in. Love that.
Well, I mean, we covered a lot.
Yeah, we hit a lot of topics, don't we?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I could sit here till midnight.
Easy, mate. There's so many topics where you just sort of just scratch the surface and you're like, okay, moving on, and that could be a 2-hour conversation.
It really could. So, a couple of quick fire questions for you.
There we go.
Nice and quickly. What's your strangest eating habit?
Oh, strangest eating habit. I do eat peanut butter straight out of the jar. I wouldn't say that's strange. Peanut butter and apple. There you go. Exactly. There you go.
Oh, I need to write that down.
Mate, it's a game changer. Absolute game changer. Anyone who wants a quick nutritional fix.
You want a 6-pack?
You want a 6-pack? Apples and peanut butter. So, ignore that comment. All right, that's not true. But, get your apple.
I want to see a post on Instagram later, just for Carl.
6-pack in the making. Here we go, man. Obviously, we all know peanut butter, the nutritional side, very calorie dense, quite a high calorie food. Great fats, great protein, you know, and it's good. Always crunchy. Ignore that smooth stuff. Get rid of that. It's always got to be crunchy. But something I read, years ago. I think it was in like a runner's magazine or something, and just flicking through, and I just saw a picture of an apple with a dollop of peanut butter on it, and they said, you know, a quick healthy fix, just try this. And I was like, apple and peanut butter, that can't work. I was like, nah. Tried it. Wow, game changer. So apple into slices, into segments, get a little dollop of peanut butter, scoop, eat, honestly.
See, I hate
Guys,
peanut butter.
you will love it.
Could I do it with Biscoff?
No. If you even talk about Marmite, we're done.
I'm out.
We're done. We're no longer friends.
What's your best memory?
Oh, that mate, I read that one when you sent it to me. I've got too many. I've got too many. Like memories from childhood, obviously stuff that like gets you right in the feels, you know, from family things and different school memories and sports days. But I think probably one of my favourite memories recently, going back to Thailand, is my first full Thai rules pro fight in Thailand. Finishing him off, knockout win. Had all my gym there, all my friends there. I'd seen it, basically I'd envisioned this in my head, you know, like I think this is what's going to happen. And you've got to have realistic goals, guys, like, and to me that was a goal that I'd always wanted, I'd always dreamed of. I'd seen all these different fighters, I'd been following these guys, chatting to different guys and girls, and they've been in Thailand doing this, and they were coming and chatting to them regularly. And I was like, mate, I'm living my dream, I'm living what I want, I'm going to make this happen, I'm doing it. And you know, they give you some good feedback. And there's a couple of fights and pictures that AK had put up, and the fighter will be there, you know, in the Thai shorts, covered all up, you know, just won by knockout, all the gym round them, big smiles, everyone's happy, great group photo, and I was like, that is going to be me. I am making that happen.
Can you send me that photo?
Oh, absolutely, mate, absolutely. So it's all, they're all on my Instagram, actually. I think my Facebook, my background picture, you know, behind whatever, I don't really use Facebook much, that's the picture that I wanted. And that is, in my head, I just imagine taking him out and putting me into that picture. That was my dream.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to bust my balls, I'm going to grind, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to make that happen. Just for me. No one else, I don't care. I wanted to, it's all part of it. The winning, the fighting, the training, meeting people, moving out there, that's all part of it. But for me, it was getting that photo. Not for any other vanity reason other than I want it for myself. I want it because I've made that dream happen.
That was the journey.
That was it. And I got it. And I got it quite a few times because we did it in different stadiums and I got the wins by knockouts. Just winning was fantastic, but winning in those fashions and those styles, you can't beat it, you know? The roar of the crowds, all your friends there, everyone's filming it, everyone's Instagramming live.
It feels just about right.
It feels great, it just feels so good. It's like everyone says these pictures and there's the hand going up or the win, and everyone says, you know, you're really on no other feeling things like that. And to me, it was good. It's all so surreal when you're in the ring, you're doing this weird thing in a different country. It's all in Thai, you've got Thai music. You know, everyone around you doesn't speak your language. It's all very alienating. So you feel like the alien, and you are. You're the foreigner. But when you go out the back and all your friends all around you and everything's back as it was, it's elevated to the next level. You know? And I was like, amazing. So for me, that's one of my best memories, was just getting everyone together, you know, and just having that photo taken. At the different fights, at the different stadiums. It just, for me, that's what I wanted, and it happened. And I made it happen.
No one else made for it, don't you?
That's it, mate. People don't realise the iceberg. You know, people don't realise the amount of effort and time and grind and everything that goes into it. And then the date of the fight and the stress and the anxiety, sleepiness. You know, you train, you come back, and me personally, I was just thinking, I'm just busting my nuts for 3 hours. I'm done. But I come back and I'm like, my opponent's training right now. And that would be in my head. That would be the thought in my head. He's kicking pads now. He's sparring now.
I'm going back out.
Yeah, and I'm like, I need to get back out there.
Yeah, and 5 miles.
I've done 3 hours. You know, it's like, I'm done. But I was like, in my head, that was the pressure. You know, up to that one night. And you're getting that every single day. Up until the fight. And then it's fight night. And you're just like, oh, I'm fighting tonight. All this work I've been doing for the last 8, 10, 12 weeks. Or whatever.
All for the next 10 minutes.
All for the next,
however long the fight.
Yeah, 5 3-minute rounds. 2 minute. Thailand's slightly different, so you're always for 5 rounds. There's no 3s, it's always 5s. Always 3 minutes, and you get a 2-minute break between each round, and they dice you in water. They're massaging you, they're doing all these different things. You're just in the corner like this on the road, it's like, what's going on? You know, they're rubbing you all up, covering you in ice water. They pull your shorts down, they put ice cubes down your shorts, and that wakes you up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Ice cubes on top of the head, that's lovely. Back of the neck, that's lovely. And they just soak you in water. They put these big trays, which we need to do it, guys, out here in the UK, okay? Get on board with what Thailand are doing. Massive, great trays. They just slide them in, you sit or stand on the tray, and then slide it back out. That's it. Ring doesn't get touched. You know, obviously they make some ice and water, and they squidge it off quick, but other than that, no wet corners, no Vaseline everywhere, no mess. Tray in, tray out. That's what we need to do.
Try and try out.
Try in, try out.
Can I get that on Fight Night 11? Try and try out.
Definitely, mate. Next time, I'll buy you some trays, alright? That'll be my input. Trays sponsored by Greg.
Yeah, we'll get you in.
Tray man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so answer your question, that's my favourite memory, I think.
Quality, and what a great
memory.
memory.
I like that one.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
hard work. That memory took work.
Exactly, mate. It wasn't just something that happened. It was like, obviously I've got loads of stuff.
Oh, you're so lucky you won that fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're lucky. I get that all the time.
Just listen to the last 5 minutes.
I get that all the time. You're so lucky doing that. It's not luck. I've made this
grafted.
happen. Yeah, I've made this happen. It's not luck. I don't believe in luck. That's one thing I don't say we're lucky, because I think luck is just a man-made thing.
It's a feeling, isn't it? To make people feel better.
Yeah, it does. That's right. Oh, you were lucky. It's like, all right, well, it didn't happen. Oh, you were unlucky.
Well,
it gives reason behind it. It gives an explanation for it. It's not. It's no such thing as luck. Whatever it is, you make it yourself.
If you was an animal, what would you be?
Oh, I hate that question.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to say I'd be something like something evil, brutal, nice like a tarantula or a scorpion. I'd probably just be I'd be some disabled hamster, mate. With a little mummy hand and dribble loads and just sitting there eating peanut butter and apples. That's all it would be.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to be a panther, black panther.
Yeah.
But everyone takes piss at me because of my short arms and short legs on training. And like, they'll watch me kick or they'll watch me run, and they're like, what's wrong with your legs? Like, if you ever seen a gerbil run.
You're a T-Rex, mate. You're a T-Rex boxer. Come on.
Yeah, that's it. T-Rex arms. That's literally what I get called at the gym. Yeah, T-Rex. There you go. What's your jam? Would you listen to? Song, artist?
Oh, yeah. You guys wouldn't like my music. That's all I'm going to say.
Like Derby,
I'm into the real heavy stuff, like slam, deathcore. Just imagine the heaviest of the heavy you ever imagine, times that by 100.
Yeah.
That's the music.
Yeah, when I flick through your story, I'm like, drum and bass, yes, yeah, mute.
I'm sure a lot of you probably mute my stories, without a doubt.
What's your Instagram? Does everyone want to watch or follow?
It is Gregg Appleton Muay Thai. Yeah,
so
that's
what
what
follow him. That's where he is. Excuse me. Most embarrassing moment?
Again, we've probably got so many. Again, it's a bit of a weird one. It's not blowing smoke up my own ass, but I don't really get embarrassed. I never really have that. Maybe as a kid, you probably grab it and be like, ugh, but I try to like get rid of that feeling. I don't like the idea of anyone would sort of try and take the piss out of you or whatever, and then they would see that you were embarrassed.
And it's
so I'd flip
your
that.
pain.
That's right, and they're feeding off the fact that they've embarrassed you.
Yeah.
So as a kid or a teenager or whatever, I'd try and flip that. So we would try and I don't know, come back with some sarcastic comment or something smarmy or flip it back to them or whatever, and never try and get embarrassed. And it really has worked that way. And over the years, I just don't get embarrassed.
You get thicker skin, don't you?
Exactly, you get a bit of a thicker skin. Of course, some things like you'd say, and you'd be like, oh, shut up, or like, oh man, that's a bit cringe. Yeah, I did do that, or whatever. But I don't get embarrassed. It's not like I'd shut down and be like, oh, don't say that. You know, that's horrible. Yeah. But I think probably one of the best ones, if you look at it embarrassing, was puking all over my girlfriend. This ex-girlfriend, a long time ago when I was a kid. Yeah. In Australia, I did a year in Australia with my family. We did a house exchange back in the early 90s. So I was like,
there's another podcast.
11, a whole podcast there. Yeah, I was about 11. We took the ferry or whatever it was, the catamaran type thing, over to one of the little islands in near Perth. And I'm not good on a boat. That's another thing I'm not good. Sailing, I'm outside, fresh air, no problem. Inside, I'll be puking everywhere. Yeah. And it started getting a little bit rough, and the whole class is there. And we're on this like big bench, it's like big curved bench type thing. Yeah, about 11. Waves start, and then your stomach goes a little bit, and you'll be like, it's all right, I'm gonna ride this out. It's only like 40 minutes on this thing. I was like, I'm fine. Just do anything else. And I'm like, I'm not fine. I'm not fine. And I'm like, oh no. Anyway, I puked all over her, filled her bag up. I don't know what I was doing. I think I meant to turn to her and say like, I'm gonna be sick. And like, go off. Yeah, exactly. Right. And I just like, all over her. She's just like, ah. Everyone's like, pointing like this, like, and other people like feeling sick. And they're like, go to the toilet. Anyway, I was still feeling sick, so I run off, come around the corner. Couldn't find the toilet signs anywhere, so I'm looking around like this. So I'm still gonna go. Turn around this corner, and I'm just like, I'm gonna be sick. Simple as that. Just spewed everywhere, like in front of everyone. So I just walked into this other room, whatever it was, and this catamaran ferry. It's a vague memory. And everyone's facing me, so they're all lined up. Everyone's just sitting there on the boat, looking right at me. I turn around and just in front of everyone. And yeah, that's probably one of the best embarrassing memories I got.
It's a pretty good one.
puking over the girlfriend,
Yeah.
filling her bag up, and then spraying it in front of
And
everyone
then get
else.
the rest of the crowd.
Yeah. I felt fine after that. I was like,
See, like now that'd be on like camera, film.
it would be.
And you'd
There'd
have
be
to live a bit
1,000
like
cameras, and it would
Yeah.
be memes made about dance videos, there'd be like TikToks, there'd be everything going off on that.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not a teenager anymore.
So yeah, those days were it was totally different back then.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Well done. That's a good one. Good one. Any questions for me?
I was trying to figure that. Like I was going to say, like one of the questions was when we actually first
Yeah.
started. Because again, with everyone in Hastings and the gym
Life.
setup, you dip and
Yeah,
out of
you-
everyone.
everyone
you
does
do
that,
Are
don't
you
they?
trained?
Yeah,
at
do you know
so-and-so?
him?
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah, you know. Are you trained with blah blah? It's like yeah. And then you go to different places. I've been down to your place, obviously at HKA, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've had Pinks, we've had Samurai, we've had John Wilson's kickboxing, we've had Double K, obviously just so many different
That's right, yeah.
fighting
You go-
tigers.
yeah,
There's
you
always
go,
different
like,
gyms just
so
popped up.
many.
So everyone just dips in and out. You know, Pringle's strength and conditioning was a few different places and those big circuits.
Yeah, Paul Bridges.
Paul Bridges
like
jiu-jitsu.
that, like-
Everyone does the jiu-jitsu, a bit of stand-up, bit of MMA. You know,
I do think
flips.
as a town, as a 4 mile square town, like
We've got a lot.
we are probably one of the most heavy, dense,
Yeah,
populated towns for gyms.
for sure.
So,
Yeah, for sure. But that was one of the main questions was like when we first started sort of getting to know each other more and dipping in and out because I fought kickboxing, like again casino rooms and all that. That was all kickboxing above the waist or full contact.
yeah.
I've never actually done a kickboxing class. You know, it's always been Thai, and then you just adapt it to do some kickboxing. But yeah, it's more like a brief summary of yours, how you started HKA. Because it's big, you know. I know you do the schools. I know you go
Yeah.
out and you do the schools and you do a lot of input with that. You get a lot of kids involved. You've got big classes. You've got your own setup at a gym. You've got a nice little setup. You know, it's great. And everyone knows HKA. Everyone knows it. You know, it's like it's got a name.
Yeah.
So, and like just a quick one. How did you start to where it is now?
Well, I guess it started when I was 11.
Huh?
As a dream, you know, I started kickboxing at HMA with my instructor Paul Bigger, and I just remember like the day I walked in, I was just like, this is amazing. I want this. Do you know what I mean?
So HK was set up that you went to before. Is that
So,
right?
Hastings Martial Arts
Hastings
was
Martial
a
Arts.
kickboxing gym
Okay.
down in town, Fairmont, just down the road from Peace.
Okay.
And that's where I started kickboxing, the culinary journey.
Yeah.
And then
I've got a vague memory of that.
yeah, it's downstairs.
Yes.
Just along the road.
I never went to it, but I've got.
Yeah.
I knew it was there.
A really long story short, got to my black belt, become British champion. So I was doing okay.
Yeah, nice.
16, 17, and then my instructor, his other business was huge, and so he would be like, "Cole, can you take a class tonight?" So I'd be one of the black belts.
Yeah.
So yeah, this camp, no worries. So 1 turned into 2.
That's the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I kind of got sort of thrown into it.
Yeah.
And what really hit home is I've been doing it about a year on and off, and then me and Jenny went on holiday. And when I got a 2-week holiday, it was my first last 2 weeks. Anyway, I had a holiday, and I come back and I said, right guys, what should we do? And they're like, we didn't train. What do you mean you didn't train? And they're like, well, you wasn't
You weren't
here.
here.
And there was only sort of 12, 15 of us. So it wasn't huge.
Still a nice number though. 15.
Well, I guess so.
Good number.
Yeah. You know, 3 classes a week, 12 to 15 of us. And that's what you wasn't here, so we didn't train. I'm like, well, that's when it sunk in. No one else is motivated. None of the other black belts kind of carried on.
Yeah.
It was all like, oh, you want it.
Yeah.
And then kind of, that's when I kind of realised I could shoulders and sort of grew a little bit more. Then my instructor said to me, like, do you want to take it over? I haven't got time for it anymore. I just want to take over the name, HMA at the time. So I was like, yeah, cool, brilliant, let's crack on.
Nice.
So, and then it grew again, because I was given control, website, Facebook, grew again. So that kind of got bigger.
Yeah.
And then I guess kind of over the next like 15 years, really, it just grew and like got more energy in and more time, and we built a gym, and then I lost it because the council said I couldn't have planning permission. After I said I could have planning permission, cheers for that, Hastings Council.
Yeah. Nice one.
So I fell on my arse, moved to William Parker,
Yeah. We're there.
built up again. Obviously had a few people try and fight against me, and which didn't stop us, only helped us grow more.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. And then we moved again to where we are now. So it was back of wage at the time, but then we grew, and then we grew.
Yeah.
And And then as we grew, the schools took on, and it just kind of keeps growing.
Yeah.
Like I even pinch myself like now today, like you say, it has become a household name, which is amazing. I mean, last week I emailed 170 schools in East Sussex, so to give them a free 6-part course. We was giving them a 6-week course, 2 hours of skipping free out of that, because we want to help. And now we work with special education needs kids, pathways children. We've got contracts with police, help families that can't afford to train, try to get their kids into training. They're not bad kids, but mum and dad just simply can't afford it. So the police have put some money aside for us to do that.
It's so important for kids. That's another thing to tap into. I started young. I started at 6. I mean, you're doing a lot of people I know. It's so good for kids. I wish I'd done a few different things different. I wish I'd done more yoga, more gymnastics, more strength.
Yeah, I'm doing that more now.
Just with it. Yeah, I am doing it now. Yeah, but I wish I'd done it all the way through and never stopped. You know, especially gymnastics. I love it.
Yeah, so kids don't take the piss out of gymnastics or dancing
100%.
or cheerleading.
Yeah.
Flexibility. If you want to be,
Flexibility is key.
you want to be a fighter, you want to be a world champion.
Or injury free. As I was going to say as well. Yoga, stretching, anything. Just bang on it. Do it every day.
Because I feel it now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But in short, I kind of guess that's how I fell into it, and that's how HJA has grown to what it is.
Yeah, I never knew that. Yeah, that's definitely clever ask. I didn't know it came from something that was there originally, and you adapted it, changed it your own, and carried it on.
And at the time, when my instructor said about, because it was HMA, and he asked me to take on, I was like, it's great. And then, because we grew so big, his business partner had said to me that I need to change this and that. I'm like, branding, hoodies,
Everything's set up.
Everything's HMA. Like, for however long, 12 years of my life, HMA.
Yeah.
Now I need to change that.
Yeah.
Nothing fitted.
Yeah.
Nothing fitted. So we eventually, rested on Hastings Kickboxing Academy. And at the time, like my friends were going, call yourself an academy. But I'm not an academy. And they're like, but you will be. I'm like, well, I can't call myself that because I'm not. And I'm not going to lie, in my head I'm not that big, and then I give it a few years.
Yeah, that's right.
I promise you we will.
That's right.
And I'm so glad I did.
Exponential growth.
And at the time, as far as I'm aware, I mean, I googled it, I YouTubed it, I went everywhere. In my head, there wasn't an academy kickboxing gym that I could find. Not saying there wasn't, but I certainly couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And now every other gym is an academy.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not saying I started it because I didn't.
And the schools.
Like
all schools.
There you go. The schools have copied me.
Yeah.
St Andrews Academy, you're welcome.
Royalties, right here. Come on.
Yeah. I've actually just got a royalty, not a royalty, but we've trademarked. It's not just sports wildlife.
Okay.
Because we've been saying it for like 20 years.
Oh, wicked.
And again.
Damn,